Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
And we are the Brilliant Idiots, and today's podcast is sponsored by our motherfucking selves. It's sponsored by Brilliant Idiots, goddammit.
Art of Charm.
Oh, shit, yeah. It is sponsored by the Art of Charm. Salute to my guy, Jordan. I'm actually going to be on the Art of Charm next week talking about my book, Black Privilege. Opportunity comes to those who create it. So salute to my guy, Jordan. I love the Art of Charm podcast. Go to BrilliantIdiotsMerch.com. Purchase some Brilliant Idiots merchandise. You know what I mean? You can even get this ski mask I got on.
Hey.
It says the God on the front, Black Privilege on the back.
Get the wax t-shirt, get the Hezzy t-shirt, get a bunch of Brilliant Idiots things right there, man.
Yeah, and go get the book, Black Privilege. Opportunity comes to those who create it. That's available everywhere now. I'm actually about to start working on my second book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to start working on my second book.
What's the second one about? Can you talk?
Can't talk about it yet. But I had a revelation. I don't like to do things just to do things because Black Privilege is doing so well. The paperback will be out next year, but Black Privilege is doing so well that, of course, immediately they want to go right back in because it's a bigger check.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to. This is how I felt like 2-3 months ago. I'm like, I don't want to move if for money. I never do things for money.
Yeah.
I do things for a reason. Like, Black Privilege, it was a reason behind Black Privilege.
Sure.
Like, not only was I telling my life story, but I just was like, I don't want my Black people to feel like their Black skin is a burden or a liability. I want them to feel like it's a privilege to be Black. So I'm like, I'm not in a rush to do a second book unless it really comes to me.
Right.
And so I just literally was sitting around and it just hit me exactly what I wanted my next book to be about.
Okay.
So, yeah, we about to go back in the lab and start working on that really, 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 really soon.
Yo, I got a cool little project coming out. I love Game of Thrones. Me and my boys I play basketball with. I got my boy Haney, Marco, and Jack. We love chopping it up about it. And we are putting out a Game of Thrones podcast. It's called Wester Bros. It's the only Game of Thrones podcast by dudes who got pussy in high school. Well, kind of. Maybe one of us didn't get pussy, but we're not going to out him, Marco. Anyway, point is, we understand, yes, there's only one episode left in this season. We don't give a fuck. We love the show. We chop it up. We enjoy the conversations. I really hope you will too. It's going to be out Monday after the season finale of Game of Thrones. It's called Wester Bros. And, we're going to post it right here on the Brilliant Idiots SoundCloud link or Brilliant Idiots SoundCloud and iTunes feed, etc. So you guys will get to see it. I really hope you enjoy this. Let us know how you feel about it. Also, I got some live shows coming up. I'm going to be in Buffalo this weekend, Thursday through Saturday. Buffalo, come fuck with me at Helium Comedy Club. And then I'm off to Burning Man. I'm going to make sure to definitely get a lot of video of that, probably put out another vlog. Talking about vlogs, Greg and I put out the vlog of my dad getting a pedicure. He's got the worst feet in the entire world, so we got him refurbished. So make sure you go check that out on the Brilliant Idiots YouTube page. And then I'm going to be in San Diego. I'm going to be there the 14th through 16th at the American Comedy Company. Make sure you come check that out. We got some Brilliant Idiots live shows September 30th in New York City at the Highline Ballroom. Get tickets for that. And then we're going to be on October 28th. We're going to be in Milwaukee for the Milwaukee Podcast Festival. Make sure you get tickets for that. And then finally, I got a special show coming up, live show on November 9th. So make sure you save that date if you're around the NYC area, November 9th. You do not want to miss that shit. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Appreciate it.
I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you my 2 favorite podcasts right now.
All right.
Larry Wilmore, Black
Really?
on the Air. Yes, you need to listen to Larry Wilmore, Black on the Air. Great podcast. He gets great guests. Yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He gets great. But Larry's just smart, funny. Love Larry. And Oprah Winfrey's Super Soul podcast, unbelievable.
Why?
It's because it's all about your soul, and it's all about your spirit, and it's all about bettering your inner chai, so to speak.
Your inner what?
What the fuck is that shit called? Chi. I started to say Shay. I was like, no, that's Michael. Like, Shay. What the fuck did I say?
Chai, like a tea.
Chai.
It's chi.
Chi.
Yeah.
It's all about motherfucking your inner chi. And she asked questions like, what does death mean to you?
Okay.
What does God mean to you? Like, it's really good, man. And Oprah is just real good at what she does. Like, I promise you, it'll change your whole energy.
Who does she have on?
Oh man, she had Deep Tupac Chopra. What's his name? Deepak Chopra. Deepak Chopra. Ariana Huffington. She had the author, The Alchemist, Paula Coelho. That's his name.
Close enough.
Tracy Morgan was on
ski
one.
mask. Maybe we'll be able to pronounce some shit.
I haven't been able to pronounce shit all day, yo. Try to say John Bones Jones 3 times. John
It's
Bones
hard
Jones.
when the thing is
John
squeezing
Bones
your mouth.
Jones. Try to say John Bones Jones 3 times fast.
John Bones Jones.
No,
John
fast,
Bones
fast,
Jones,
fast.
John Bones Jones. John Bones Jones. John Bones Jones.
That shit sounds
John
crazy.
Bones Jones sounds like a Vietnamese dish.
Listen, today in the studio we had the white guy Steve. He kept talking about John Bon Jovi.
Who's
fucking
Steve?
Envy, he's the white camera guy for Revolt. He kept talking about John Bon Jovi. Envy kept talking about Bon Bon Chicken because he just had that this week for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I kept saying John Bones Jones.
Yeah.
John Bones Jones. John Bones. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You guys were talking about him. What's it called? Testing positive.
Yeah, he fucked his life up. Life is all about choices.
Been a fuck up.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Neither do I. I feel sorry for Daniel Cormier.
Yeah. Did
Poor guy, man.
Did you see the
crying
tweet?
all the time? What happened? Yeah, the tweet where he said, I guess, what was it exactly?
He said, yo, Daniel,
John
when
Bones
I beat
Jones said this.
John Bon Chicken said, last time I fought Daniel, he said I beat him because of steroids. I wonder what his excuse would be this time. Well,
And that was in 2015.
no, that was this year.
Oh, he tweeted
This was
that
before the
year.
rematch.
Oh, before the rematch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit, steroids, I guess. I don't understand why these guys do roids, especially a guy who's that dominant. Like, if you're that dominant, wouldn't you want to know you're the best?
What's the story for people who don't?
Talking to Mike, bro.
I said, what's the story for people like
So
me who
people
don't
don't
follow?
know John Bones, fuck you.
John Bon
John-
John Bon Jovi Jones.
John Bon Jones. I really can't pronounce it.
I'm telling you, that shit
John
is difficult.
Bones Jones. I'm going to say John Jones. John Jones fought UFC
Cormier.
2014. He fought against Daniel Cormier. This was their second matchup. It was actually they were supposed to fight before.
Yep.
But John Jones tested positive, so they canceled the fight, and then Cormier ended up fighting, I think, Anderson Silva or something like that. So they fought once, then the rematch got canceled because John tested positive. So they fought this last time, UFC 214. John Jones knocked out Daniel Cormier.
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. I thought it was close, and then he knocked him out.
It was for a little while.
It was close for a little while. Then they knocked him out with a leg kick to the head, and then tested positive. And then some weird thing is that they had the test weeks before. There's some fishy things going on with how
I think they had to
test
wait
these
for the
folks.
lab results to come back. Here's the thing. I saw somebody named Frank Lester.
Hold on, I could get an AIDS result in 15 minutes by some Dominican dude that works at CVS, but I can't get a fucking piss test with steroids in it
You
for a month.
goddamn right. You know why?
Why?
Because they had 800,000 pay-per-view buys. We're not fucking up this money. We're going to get this fight off. We can talk about this after the
You
fight.
gonna get this AIDS now? We gonna get this performance enhancing drugs later.
Can we get paid off this AIDS? If we got to hold off on letting everybody know you got AIDS until we get this money, cool. But right now, we letting this shit fly, all right? We can get back to this shit later. But I saw somebody, I think he's on John Bones Jones' team.
Yeah.
Bones Jones, Frank Lester. I think his name's Frank Lester. He said that this is a setup. They want to see Bones Jones fail. Here's the thing, right? I don't know who this they is. I guess this proverbial they is like the same they that Khaled's talking about. But here's the thing. If you're talking about Dana White and powers that be at the UFC, they don't want John Jones to fuck up.
Yeah, that's the cash cow.
You know how much money they had? 800,000 pay-per-view buys with Daniel Cormier. You know how much a Brock Lesnar John Jones fight will be? Bro. What's the other guy? Matiko?
Who?
The other UFC dude. Something Matiko. I can't remember his name. But that's another super fight. That was supposed to be the next fight if they couldn't get the Lesnar shit done.
Matiko.
I think his name's Matiko.
He's an Asian dude? He's a Brazilian guy? What is he?
I don't think he's American. He's definitely a foreigner of some sort.
Not Nate Diaz.
Nah, not Nate Diaz. What's his name, man? Seth Matiko. I don't fucking know.
Whatever. Yeah.
All I know is they're not fucking up the money, bro.
No, they want them. That's why they gave him a second chance.
Yes.
Like Dana White is
Not a second chance.
Third.
Not even a third.
This is the fourth time?
Bruh.
Well, no, he did coke.
He got caught with coke.
Yeah.
He got caught with 2 banned substances before.
Yeah.
He had the hit and run where he hit the pregnant lady and took off running, and they found weed in his car. He got caught with a DUI before. Like, this motherfucker has fucked up a few times.
Yeah. And that's what happens when you're the cow. You could fuck up a bunch of times.
And that's my thing. It's like when you say they don't want to see this person succeed, they wasn't there for all those other times that he fucked up.
No, you're just speaking in the third person. They is you.
You, motherfucker. I hate people who do not want to hold themselves accountable, man.
Yo, man.
Life is about your choices.
That's right.
Period. I don't
Ooh.
give
Now this sounds like a book.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But life is definitely about
bars like that.
Life is about your choices. It's about the things that you decide to do.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to be held accountable for the rights you do and the mistakes you do, except for you. Only difference between the rights and the mistakes, when you do right, everybody want to claim it.
Of course.
Like, yeah, I helped him do this, and I was there for this, and I pushed him to do that and that. When you do wrong, it's like, look at that dumb motherfucker. Boy, he on his own. Motherfucker hand you the cocaine to sniff and still blame it on you. I didn't tell you to snort it.
I wonder how many people in his team, I wonder who's in control of the substances that he takes. Like, the technology's at a point now where, like, these people don't know what they're ingesting.
Yeah.
There's just a powder. Like, do you know what Natasha Sandy gives you? You just know there's some powder, some creams. You don't really know what's inside.
You're right. I
of
might test positive for all kinds of shit.
You could test positive for wild shit.
You might be
You
right.
might be on performance enhancing drugs.
Maybe on PED.
For real.
She tell me she giving me B12, but I be turned. I'll be ready to go.
It could be meth,
All right?
bro.
I'm doing a lot of traveling in the next couple of weeks. I know exactly where to go to get my PED.
Bang.
Dr. Natasha Stanley,
There you
give me
go.
a goddamn shot. I'm ready to go.
So listen, and you're not even prize fighting. You know, so this dude right here, he's probably taking all these different pills. He's probably putting all these different shakes and all that kind of stuff. You're just at the mercy of your dietitian.
I don't mind people being on performance-enhancing drugs, though.
I'm with you. It's a sport where they're trying to kill each other. Why are we handicapping? I think you should be allowed to have one metal arm. Like, I think you should be able to remove one.
Take his Misty Knight?
That's, yeah, or whatever. Remove one limb entirely, and then you put whatever mechanical. You can't shoot, like, missiles or anything out of it or anything sharp, but like a clobber or like a malice, you know, something prehistoric. Not prehistoric, something from like the Middle Ages. That would be hot. Something Game of Thrones attached to your arm.
Bro,
that
think
should be
how
allowed.
boring baseball got when everybody got off steroids, man.
I know it.
The Dominicans ain't enough to keep that sport alive.
No, they don't speak English well enough. We don't know what's going on.
Where the fucking
All we
roids
understand
at?
is home run.
Yes, man. Where are the diesel-ass baseball players that look like they could fucking be on a WWE pay-per-view on Sunday and fucking hit home runs on Monday?
When baseball looked like wrestling. That was the shit.
The best era of baseball, and I mean, I can only speak for me. You know what I mean? I wasn't around for the Babe Ruths and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
But Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, when these motherfuckers was just hitting 100 home runs a fucking season.
Yeah, dying at 50.
Come on, man.
I mean, listen. This is
If you're gonna die at 50, would you not want to die at 50 being a home run king?
being a home run king or being a superstar athlete.
man.
Why should athletes live to 100? You get to fuck every single girl, right? You get to eat at every fancy restaurant, go to every single game, go to every single event. You lived your whole life up to 50, and then you pass out. This is actually a great idea.
You think Will Chamberlain didn't live a good fucking life?
Oh my
bro?
God! And when did he die? 60?
60 something?
Yeah.
You should live
And had
the
sex
same.
with how many girls?
20,000 girls. You
20,000?
should have died at 10,000. 20,000 is excessive. And how did you not get AIDS? Who is magic fucking?
Who knows how we know Will didn't have it?
You think he died of AIDS?
We don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, allegedly, you don't know. Like, I wouldn't tell nobody.
First of all, 20,000 girls took a 7-foot black dude's dick. I'm not listening to a single girl that makes a sound when I fuck her from now on.
That's old pussy, though.
Bro,
Now, by the way,
you kidding me?
the pussy was designed
You're
different back then.
Say what?
Pussy was designed different.
What was
back
it
then.
designed? Like a bunker?
Yeah, it was older. Like, it was different. I think it was a little tougher back then.
You think vagina lips have gotten softer?
Yeah, man. It's the
Really?
food.
These vegan pussies can't take no
Yeah,
dick.
vegan, yeah, that's what it
Back
is.
in the- some
That plant-based
roast beef.
pussy. That
Ooh.
plant-based pussy ain't.
Ooh, but that meat,
Yeah,
the meat
man.
pussy
Back
from
when
back
they was
in the
out
day,
hunting, doing their own hunting, doing
Get
their
some
own
venison, some
fishing.
ribs.
Come on, man.
that was some good country pussy.
Yes, man. Wasn't worried about no STDs.
Nothing. You was shooting up the walls.
Wasn't worried about getting pregnant. None of that shit, man. There's only 2 positions back then.
Maybe he had to have sex with so many girls because it would be too painful for him to finish with that one. So he'd get started with one, then tap in the next one, start going on that one, tap in the next one, then finish.
How many kids did Will Chamberlain have?
I don't think he had.
I don't think he had any. I'm on his Wikipedia
so if
page
Will
right now.
Chamberlain didn't have any kids, first of all,
If Will didn't have any kids, your theory is correct.
which is?
That means he was just fucking and couldn't never nut because his dick was too big. Girls wouldn't let him finish.
Wow.
If he didn't have
Be
no
right,
kids,
bro.
That shit might be accurate. He didn't have
And
no
I
kids for real?
definitely don't believe in pre-cum.
No.
Now, I mean, that's factored in. But and if any of you guys have kids, you illegitimate or whatever like that, it's because you fucked up. This guy was incredibly
I don't even think I pre-cum no more.
disciplined. Say again?
No, he wasn't disciplined. He probably really wasn't nutting. He probably was just having sex with a whole bunch of girls. They wouldn't let him finish because he's so fucking big. That's why they call him the stilt. And fucking, he probably just kept it moving.
Yeah, he had no children. He died of heart condition at age of 63.
Yeah, overworked himself.
No.
Overworked himself. Because when you're used to fucking like that, when you turn 60, you don't change your fucking habits.
That's right.
So you're still trying to fuck at 60 the way you was fucking at 30.
Yeah.
And you're probably doing, I mean, if you got 20,000 girls, you're probably doing 20, 30 chicks a week. If not more.
It doesn't add up, though. There's no way you can have sex with 20,000 women.
There's
no
judge
way
his
you
sex life based off
can have
yours,
sex
Chris.
with.
Exactly.
I can't either. I take down
No,
maybe
I'm just
a
saying
couple week tops.
the odds of having sex with that many women and not having any kids. 20,000?
This guy scored 100 points in a game, Chris.
Don't you ever doubt him.
Don't you
How
ever,
the fuck,
ever
Chris?
doubt what this man can do
I
in
can't
the
even
bedroom.
believe you would do that.
Okay.
It's Wilt fucking Chamberlain.
Philadelphia's
First
greatest.
of all, the guy can fuck you from across the table. Okay? So it's not like he's just having dinner with these girls and he probably just rolls his dick out under the table, then they grab it, put it in for a little bit, and then roll it back.
Yeah.
This is the sexual experiences he's having. It's not like he has to get close and intimate, right? He can have sex with a girl in a car while he's driving, and he could just lay the dick over to the
Yes.
side. She can just hop on it for a little bit. Sex is over. So sex is a very convenient thing for Wilt to still. Whereas for you and I, we have to get completely undressed, and there's this, you know.
And he's in and out of a new city every motherfucking night, and he played in an era where if you could dunk, you was the man. Just
First
a
of all,
simple dunk.
He played
Listen.
there. There weren't 7-foot black guys back then. There was like 2.
You had to see his dick.
You knew who he was.
Yeah. If you was a
saw
young
a 7-foot
yeah,
black
yeah,
guy,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, is that Bill Russell? No, Will Chamberlain? All right, I'll fuck him. That's it.
You wanted to see his dick.
Exactly.
That's really what it boiled down.
Now we got tons of bum-ass 7-foot black dudes. They're like art majors in college,
Yeah.
and they want to be graphic designers or
Yeah.
play Call of Duty all fucking day. Back in the day, 7-foot black dudes star in the NBA.
You fucking that unicorn. That's a unicorn,
That
bro.
is a unicorn.
You gonna let him put that horn in your butt.
That fucking multicolored, beautiful cock of his. Okay.
I'm not saying he didn't have sex with 20,000 women. I'm saying literally, what are the odds you could have that much sex and not have it
a
result
kid.
in a kid? It's pretty slim, I would say.
I like Andrew's theory. He wasn't nutting.
Maybe he wasn't,
But none.
or maybe he was punching them in the belly after.
Well, come on.
What? It's a
What
different
was
time,
an
Chris.
abortion back then?
Say what?
What was an abortion back then?
What did we consider it?
Yeah,
Maybe a
like-
trip down the stairs.
Like seriously, what did they call an abortion back then? Like how did they do abortions?
When it wasn't legal, you'd have to go to a legal doctor.
When did they become legal in America?
Roe versus Wade is when? 70s? I don't even know, to be honest.
I don't know Roe versus Wade. All right. Since we're talking about sports, Kyrie Irving to the Celtics.
I didn't like your little tweet.
Which one?
I didn't like your little jab.
Oh, the Knicks. Listen, that shit is so funny. If the Knicks had gotten all the players they ever photoshopped with Knicks jerseys on, y'all would be the most
like it.
dominant NBA franchise of this generation, period. Yo, nothing is funnier than watching Kaz, Jesus and Mero, Andrew. They get so hyped over they fucking Knicks. They be Loopy. Loopy is the
Oh, that's my
funniest.
guy. Shout out to
Loopy be
Loopy.
so passionate. They be posting all these motherfucking players with Knicks jerseys
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
and they really believe this shit.
Yeah.
They got
Like
no choice.
really, Kyrie was coming home from China and said, "I'm coming home," and y'all ran with that. And was like, "He's about to be a Knick."
Yeah.
No, he's in fucking China, and he's coming back home to America.
Yeah, but where's home?
America, when you're in China.
Jersey kid, probably a Knicks fan. First of all, shout out to Loopy. I just did his podcast. That dude is absolutely hilarious. Yes, that is true. We get very excited because all we have is hope. Okay? That's all we have is hope. So we rely on hope. You know, we're like impoverished people who rely on religion to feel good, right? They have nothing in their lives except this idea of God. You're going to put all your eggs in the God basket. Hope is our God basket. That's what we need. We thought Kyrie was coming. There was a good
Why?
chance.
And it really wasn't, though.
Because we hoped it.
I would love to know the real odds. I would love to talk to these players and be like, "Were you really coming to New York?" They asked Kevin Durant the other day, "Would you ever come to New York?" He said, "Nope."
Fuck Kevin
Straight
Durant.
like that. Like, no,
Because he
for the
don't want
period.
this slander. That's why he want to go to soft ass Golden State where everybody loves him and they hand him fucking flavored cupcakes or whatever the hell he has happened to him
How
every
about
single
they just
game.
want- how about
he
he just
doesn't
wants
want the heat in New York.
He just
There's
wants to
heat
play
in
with as a
here.
little
There's smoke.
loyalty. That's
Say
all.
what?
He just wants to play with as a little loyalty.
He's not loyal.
But
He's
still.
a traitor. He's Robert E. Lee.
But I just want to, while I'm here, act like you appreciate me. People
you
treat
don't
Mel-
think he was appreciated in Oklahoma?
You think Melo can get a free meal in New York right now?
I hope he can't.
I don't think so.
He got to walk in with a hoodie. He got to walk in with a hoodie like he's robbing a place. Like, okay, here you go. Here's your chicken sandwich, sir.
I don't think Melo could get a free slice of pizza in New York
I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't get a free slice of anything. Go
what
back
I'm
to
saying?
Baltimore to get your fucking pizza.
Where's the loyalty?
What loyalty? Where's the loyalty to us? Waive your no trade clause. Waive it.
He would wait for the proper team. He wants to go to
That's
the right
not
place.
waiving your no trade. Let us trade you to some bum ass shit. You couldn't get it done over here. We gave
No,
you
you
the
couldn't.
unicorn. You couldn't get it done.
Who's the unicorn?
Shit, Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, please. He's going to be out in a couple years, too.
Out where?
He said he wants to be a lifer in New York. Yeah, it's easy to say that when you've never experienced a New York winter,
I
buddy.
don't like people that come from states that don't have a single professional sports team.
That's true.
South Carolina
Yes.
doesn't have one. Not even. I looked this up.
But it gives me a nice objective.
No, it doesn't. It lets you be a
View
bandwagon
of the
fan for
landscape.
every single team.
I don't like any NBA team.
You're
I like
a
players.
Cowboys fan. Why do you think you became a Cowboys fan?
Because we don't have a professional team.
Oh, so you conveniently
Yes.
took a team that was winning championships
No,
left
no,
and right
no,
as you
no.
were growing up?
My
Oh,
father,
wow.
my father and my grandfather were Cowboys fans.
I wonder why.
Because we didn't have a professional team.
But why do you think they chose the Cowboys? Because they're such good football fans?
I mean, they weren't always great. Cowboys weren't always a great team.
They've been a great team from star back to now almost.
My grandfather was born in the 30s.
All right, there was 4 football teams back then, so there's a 25% chance of him
So
picking
you had
a
to pick
team.
one.
Of course.
Then my father was a Cowboys fan. I was a Cowboys fan. I could have switched over to the Panthers. I had plenty of cousins and shit who was rooting for other teams. And then when the Panthers
I would
came
have
along,
respected if you went to the Panthers, even
Never.
though it's a different state.
never. Nah, it's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's North Carolina.
Because they were
Don't
originally
get it
supposed to be in
twisted.
South Carolina. Their first season, they were
I
supposed
know.
to play in Columbia.
But they took one look at it and they're like, ugh.
Same thing with Charlotte.
Like, how are we supposed to get here if the roads aren't even paved?
But, hey, I'm a Cowboys fan. All I know is I don't think Kyrie going to the Celtics was a good deal.
For who?
I think it was a great deal for Cleveland.
Really?
Okay.
I don't think Kyrie's
Tell
a
me
franchise player, bro.
Tell me your theory, then I'm going to break it down.
I could be wrong, but I just think Kyrie's a great player. I don't think he's a franchise player. He never went to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't good enough to will that team. Think about Russell Westbrook on the Thunder right now.
Yep.
And that's in the West.
Yep.
Westbrook is so good, franchise player, that he can at least get his team an 8th seed, a 7th seed. Kyrie never got the Cleveland Cavaliers to the fucking playoffs before LeBron came. And when LeBron was hurt, he had all those other pieces that were there that LeBron could help take to the finals with Kyrie. Kyrie couldn't even get a fucking winning record when LeBron's not even on the floor.
That's a good point.
I just don't think Kyrie's a franchise player. I could be wrong. Maybe next year, maybe he learned something under LeBron. Maybe next year he goes to Boston, steps up. Personally, I don't think he's a franchise player.
I think it's an interesting point, and there are facts to back it up. The comparison with Russ that I would say is that one, Russ definitely affects the game in more ways. You know, he actually does pass the ball a lot more. He rebounds a lot better, and he affects it defensively more. I would also say that Russ is older. When Kyrie didn't make it to the playoffs, you know, we're talking about like, what was it, 18, 19.
Is Russ 30 yet?
He's like 28 or something like that.
So Kyrie's 27.
Kyrie's 25.
He's that young?
Yeah, he's young.
Okay, okay.
But back then, now we're looking about like 19 to 22 range or something like that. But I think it's a great point because I agree with you. I don't even know if Kyrie realizes that he doesn't affect the game as much as he does. Because when you think about it, Cleveland didn't win a single game when LeBron sat last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. You make a great point. I don't deny that point. What I will say is this. I thought, and I hate the Celtics for this, I thought the trade was genius on the Celtics part and actually quite genius on Cleveland's part.
Why on the Celtics part?
Okay. So the Celtics, and Celtics fans don't want to admit this, but they were never going to sign Isaiah Thomas to a supermax contract.
They didn't think he was a superstar.
They didn't think he's a superstar, and you also don't give a 5'9" guy in pumps $200 million.
And there are injury concerns.
There are injury concerns. He's injured now, but like you don't pay a guy who's 5'9", $200 million because, like you were even saying about Kyrie, he doesn't affect the game enough. He doesn't rebound. He's not that great a passer. He doesn't defend.
You have to hide him on defense.
You have to hide him on defense, and he gets exposed in the playoffs. And that's what happens. So
Where the fuck did you hear that, Chris? You been watching ESPN? He heard that.
no,
somewhere.
Chris knows his ball, yo.
I know.
Chris knows his
I
ball.
watched the game.
So what's it called? Okay, so this is what the genius was for the Celtics. They turned a player they were gonna let walk at the end of the season into Kyrie Irving. That's genius. Now that brilliant fucking move. Now here's the thing with Cleveland, why it's great. And I have one thing that's a little bit more theoretical and one thing that's fact. Cleveland has to replace a ball dominant scorer that doesn't really play defense and doesn't rebound. What do? They get the second best ball dominant scorer that doesn't play defense and doesn't rebound in IT. So you get rid of Kyrie and you get a slightly shittier version of Kyrie in IT.
And somebody who's not afraid to be in the system.
And
which is Isaiah Thomas.
yes, and Isaiah will thrive with the space that LeBron will provide.
Absolutely.
Him. It's going to be great. Now, here's the other great thing. They picked off Jay Crowder.
Right.
Jay Crowder is the Celtics' best defender for LeBron. So now you remove their best chance at defending LeBron. You're not going to put Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward is going to get chopped the fuck up if you put him on LeBron. And they got this other kid, Jaylen Brown, which
No, they put the Morris kid on LeBron.
Yeah, but he's not ready. He's too little. So you
Morris?
get you can't.
Too little for LeBron?
Wait a minute, I'm thinking of Marcus Smart. Sorry. Yeah, now you got that's right. You have the Morris.
That's who's going to guard. That's who's going to guard
sure,
LeBron.
but even if he's not ready, I think Jay is best. So you basically take away a really good defender that they have from him. Now here's where it gets crazy. I doubt this is the case, but this could be a chess move by Cleveland. Maybe Cleveland fails IT's physical exam because he has a hip injury. Maybe they fail IT's physical exam on purpose. That nullifies the trade. IT then has to go back to Boston. Upon returning on Boston, he's saying, I want a fucking trade. Fuck you guys. How dare you trade me? Now Boston ends up losing IT this season, gets nothing for him, and Cleveland was already going to lose Kyrie because he wants to trade regardless. So now you take out somebody in Boston, you take out your biggest competitor in the East in Boston without having to lose anything.
That's why we tease Knicks fans, because that was the silliest shit. Like, why the fuck?
So they're intentionally infecting Boston with a cancer because they already have a cancer.
If the Cleveland Cavaliers...
There's a good trade for the Cavs. It's the best trade.
It is the best trade for the Cavs.
The Cavs are keeping Isaiah Thomas. They're keeping Crowder. They're keeping that first round pick from the Nets because they are praying that they can keep LeBron James after next year.
They're not keeping him, though.
No, they're not. So they better surround him with all the best possible talent now, because if they don't, he's definitely going to be out at the end of the motherfucking year.
He's definitely out.
And guess what? The X factor in this whole shit for Cleveland is Kevin Love. Kevin Love about to thrive next year.
Really? You think with more touches?
Kevin Love is dope. I keep telling motherfuckers, I don't know why. You got to go back and watch him when he was in Minnesota. Kevin Love was there being the third option. Kevin Love should be the second in command right now.
You know who is really feeling great until this trade? J.R. Smith. JR was chucking up shots all summer like, yo, I'm going to get touches. I'm going to have some ISO plays. I'm putting up 15 shots a game. Nah, fam. You going to settle for those 6 threes a game? That's it.
Kevin Love, baby. I'm telling you. Kevin Love is going to be a 20 and 10 guy again next year.
He was 20 and 10 last year.
He was 20 and 10 this year.
Yeah.
So Kevin's going to thrive next year with LeBron James and him being the second in command.
But you don't think IT is going to be second? I think IT is going to be second.
He shouldn't be. I think IT should be a nice system player.
Impossible. The guy just came off a 50-point playoff performance.
That's fine. I look at them like almost like the Spurs. You know how it was Duncan, Ginobili,
Sure,
Parker.
Yeah.
I look at Isaiah like as the Parker type of player.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know if Parker. I guess Parker was the number 2 guy at one point. Absolutely, He was absolutely the solid number 2 guy.
Because Ginobili's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think it will be very interesting to see what happens. Obviously, it's heartbreaking as a Knicks fan, but I'm used to heartbreak, and I have more hope.
Heartbreaking as a Knicks fan.
It is
hope for what? Who y'all go Photoshop next?
First of all, Frank Nicolatina.
Who?
Whatever the fuck this guy's last name, this French guy that we just drafted with no vowels in his name, he's going to be our breakout star.
When is New York going to stop relying on immigrants? The whole city.
We're a city of immigrants. I'm tired of American players.
Not just the Knicks,
Melo's
the whole
the
city.
problem.
Now,
okay?
when is the whole city going to stop relying on immigrants?
We thrive off of immigrants, okay? We need to get rid of Melo. We went American once, and it failed us, okay? We need to get back to the immigrant strategy. Patrick Ewing, Jamaican, okay? John Starks, I don't know where he's from.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
You know what's going to make this was going to be so funny about New York? It's going to be a Muslim superstar who comes and leads this team to glory.
And are we going to tell him? Are we going to tell him he's not allowed to play because his name is too similar to Osama bin Laden? Did you see that fucking stupid?
Oh my god,
dude! This was sad.
What happened?
You didn't see this?
What?
Something about Lee.
And I want to ask you specifically about this. So
that's a reach.
So ESPN moved a college football announcer from announcing the University of Virginia game because his name was Robert Lee. Already stupid.
Is that true?
True, 100%
I read
fact.
that, but I'm like, this can't be true.
True, 100%
I can't
fact.
believe that.
True, 100% fact. It's already stupid.
Do you know the lawsuit he can have against
Add
ESPN?
on top. No. They moved him to another game. He was okay with it. He was in cahoots with them. But add to the fact, this is what people don't realize yet. Robert Lee is an Asian man.
Yeah, he's Asian. He's not even white.
It shouldn't matter. You don't get punished because you have the same name as somebody else. I think that's absolutely absurd. And it's incredibly sensitive. And it's what we were talking about before about the extremes of censorship and why you always fight for extreme freedom, regardless of the cost.
Now, I agree, but you do get punished when you have somebody else's name.
Like?
If you if your last name's Hitler or goddamn, or you're Bin Laden, like you're going to get flagged at the airport.
You know how many fucking cab drivers I've had named Bin Laden? I don't get out the cab.
I'm not getting in that motherfucker.
You are too paranoid, bro.
Yes, you
are
goddamn
way too
right. I'm not
paranoid.
getting in that shit.
Dude, I have all the time Osama's or Bin Laden's or these kind of things. Of course, it happens all the fucking time.
But hold on, what did ESPN think was going to happen? What was the logic?
They were like, they were issued some statement that basically said something to the extent of, we didn't want the memes and Twitter and Instagram to be going wild because he was going to be involved in this game.
Oh my god!
So what we did is we asked him if it would be okay with him to go to a different game, and then somebody leaked the fact that we moved him and yada yada yada.
You got to stop doing that shit, man. First of all, everybody has to. Two things you got to remember. You can't put lightning back in the bottle. There is nothing you can do about social media, right? Mm-hmm. So when social media does attach themselves to something and they start making memes about it, just go with it.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. His name's Robert Lee.
Asian Robert Lee. Even if he was white, even if his name was literally Robert E. Lee Jr. or the third, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
had a big,
matter.
Mustache.
Say again?
And he had a big mustache.
As long as he's not wearing the Confederate flag, don't punish the son for the sins of the father. Do we not watch Game of Thrones, everybody?
I refuse to believe that that's why ESPN moved that guy. And did they put out a statement saying that?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like that's like unbelievably stupid.
We're living in ridiculous times.
We're living in the most sensitive time. Like I saw Bill Maher get in trouble. They said Bill Maher was fat shaming.
Good.
Because of some statements he made. He talked about America being obese. The only thing I can see where they could fuck with Bill Maher about is when Bill Maher said, let's stop acting like people who are fat are beautiful or something like that.
They're not physically beautiful.
Yeah, but he say healthy. Just to avoid the bullshit. Because if this is one thing I've learned this
Everybody
week.
want to be beautiful.
No. I'm going to tell you something I've learned this week. Yeah. You don't want anybody to take away from your message in this era.
Okay.
Right? So even though me and you may be able to have a conversation a certain way and we don't let certain words distract us from the greater point, this generation is not capable of doing that. You can make the most eloquent point, and this generation will find one thing. I can say white people need to use their privilege to combat prejudice, and I don't like the term white nationalists. I don't like the term alt-right. It's too politically correct. Let's call them what they are. White devils, crack-ass crackers. Oh, you said crack-ass cracker. Right. Now my broader point is being dismissed. Yeah. Bill Maher, if you listen to what he said, everything he said was on point. It's the same thing a doctor would tell you. It's the same thing a personal trainer would tell you. Yeah. But the fact he said two things. He said the beautiful thing, and he said something about stop looking at fat people and telling them their body is perfect for them or their body is fine just the way it is. You're enabling.
Okay, so here's my question. Is food a drug? Because I hear food eating is an addiction for some people.
Sure,
we speak about this regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is it that we don't treat them the same as we treat other addicts?
Because
you would never say to a heroin addict, like, no, you keep doing your thing. You look beautiful.
Yeah.
Your arms are riddled with little stab wounds, and that is how your body should be.
Yeah.
We would never say that. That'd be enabling if we said that.
I don't see the problem with telling somebody that being obese is not healthy. And even if I say being obese is not cool, it's the same way I would tell somebody being on drugs is not cool.
You're smoking cigarettes.
It's not cool. Like, I want you to live. Yeah. Like, I really want you to live, my brother. I want you to live, my sister. Like, and we make all these excuses. Oh, this person, like somebody, Angela Yee was saying, well, somebody just emailed us and said that they work out 4 or 5 times a week, but they can't lose weight because they suffer from
thyroid
PCOS.
What is that?
I forgot what the exact term is, but I do understand that something. So I was making a joke. I said pizza cake on orange soda, right?
I was saying piece of chicken on the side.
Yeah, it's actually a technical term. I forget what it is, but it's pizza. I said pizza cake orange soda. But it is people out there who have medical conditions. But yo, it's not a large amount. Most people are fat because they eat too much and they exercise too little. Simple as that.
It's a simple math equation.
Simple.
This is how you lose weight. You burn more calories than you eat.
It's not hard, my brother.
How do you keep a boat afloat?
It's not hard.
Keep more water outside the boat than inside the boat. It's not that much of it. There's no fucking super diet to crack the formula. That's all it is. Just burn more than you eat.
For everybody dealing with real medical problems out there, I salute to y'all.
Yeah.
I feel your pain. I hope you get the help you need.
Yeah.
But for all of y'all that's just fat, because you're just too lazy to go get your ass up and go work out, I don't feel sorry for you.
Well, here's the other thing. I can feel sorry that you feel depressed, you feel low self-worth, that you feel, sadness, and that your drug of choice to cover these things up or fill that void is food. I can feel sorry. For that situation you're in because some people, here he goes.
Putting my mask on because I don't feel sorry for them.
So here's the thing. Now, no, because there's a lot of different. Some people drink, some people use drugs, and then some people eat.
And there's an emotional component to overeating too.
That's what I'm trying to say. Right? It's like this starts from an emotional space. That being said, we're only enabling that emotional situation when we go, oh yeah, eat, it's totally fine. Like if I see you have a drinking problem, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't go, oh yeah, people drink and drugs are cool and that's what it is. I go, hey, you're using this to self-medicate because you got something wrong with you.
Right.
Let's attack what's wrong with you. Let's figure that out so that you don't have to eat this much.
Listen, we understand mental illness is real. We understand people are depressed, people suffer from low self-esteem, all of that good stuff. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you one thing and one thing only. If you're depressed because you are fat, if that is the sole reason you are depressed, you can change that. You know how you change that?
Yeah, but that's not how it works.
How does it work then?
You're doing chicken and egg. It's like
if you're depressed because you're fat,
nah, you get depressed, then you get fat.
But what if you're depressed because you're fat?
Well, now you're fat. You're also depressed.
But if you're depressed because you're fat, you can lose the weight.
Yeah, but
losing weight is tough, man.
Oh, stop it, man. Yes, it is. Everything in life is tough. Life is tough. Why do we act like life is tough? Like nobody ever said it was easy. But guess what? You have to get up and make the choice to do it.
But that's not the argument. The argument is whether it's healthy or not or beautiful or not, right?
Read an article the other day that said being fat and fit is a myth. I don't know why somebody had to do a scientific study to figure that out.
But they don't even trust the science.
What do you mean?
It's so funny. Like, this is what I don't get about, like, the extreme left. I'm not talking about just liberals in general, but the extreme left. The extreme left picks and chooses when they trust science, right? It's like global warming. Science is absolutely real. Fat people are unhealthy. What are you talking about? People have different bodies and metabolism is different.
It's because they're making excuses for something they probably suffer from.
Of course.
Or they have a friend who suffers from it. We was talking about that shit earlier today. Like, yo, motherfuckers, and I hate when they say, well, but most poor people are fat. Listen, man, I grew up poor. You know what we used to have to do? I'm gonna tell you why poor people. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of poor people aren't fat.
Are not fat.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, go to Africa.
Two things. Number one, they're not eating a lot.
Yeah.
And number one, you got to go do shit to take your mind off it. You don't have Nintendo. Yeah. You don't have PlayStation. Yeah. You got to be outside making some shit happen. Physical activity comes from being poor.
We're talking about American poor.
Yes.
Which is way different. American poor is you have a home with water and electricity and tons of sugary food to eat. Okay? Third world poor, you're skinny. You're so skinny that your belly becomes fat. Yeah. That's how skinny you are.
So even American poor is you eat when you can and you running around.
Sure.
Trying to figure it out.
Sure.
Like you might even run around all day just to keep your mind off being hungry. And drink from the goddamn water hose to keep your stomach full.
How amazing is America that even our poor people are obese? What an accomplishment. We defeated food scarcity. That was the number one motivator in humanity for survival. How do I find food?
Right.
We literally have too much food that even the poorest of the poor are killing themselves from eating too much.
Yeah, because the food.
God bless America, greatest country in the world.
They're making all the bullshit food, so it's just like fuck it.
That's the key to all this is the diet that Americans eat. You can talk about people have to burn more calories.
Yeah.
The problem is processed food.
Yes.
And sugar. I mean, that's what this is really about. And then the question is, if you're poor, especially in a lot of urban areas in the country, what sort of food do you have access to? If you go into a bodega, what's in a bodega?
Bro,
I don't buy that
you can
shit.
burn that shit off, man. I grew up off honey buns. I used to
You
take
can burn
the
that shit
fucking
off
honey
until
bun.
you're 25. The problem, what
That's
happens?
more education than it is access.
But that's the reality.
Yeah, but everybody makes that fucking access argument. And back to what Charlamagne was saying earlier, it's accountability. It's like, oh, but it's so cheap to go to McDonald's and eat something. It's also cheap to go to the grocery store and buy some lettuce and eat the lettuce. But there's a lack of education. Like my house, I didn't grow up poor at all, but there was no education in terms of food. We just had pasta and red sauce every night. I would be Greg went away from 1 year to this like boarding school.
Right.
He grew 6 inches in 1 year because he was eating vegetables for the first time in his life. Okay, I could have been 6'7". I could have been in the fucking league if my parents didn't just feed me pasta and red sauce every single night. Shasta Cola. He wasn't allowed to eat sugars. He wasn't allowed to do all these things.
Shasta Cola?
Shasta Cola is they're like fake Coca-Cola.
Oh, Shasta. Yeah, we used to drink Shasta when I used to go to the...
Now you pronounce shit right?
No, I'm not gonna lie. When Greg said that, I thought he was talking about a vegetable. I was like, "What the fuck is Shasta?"
I thought it was the type of...
or the name of the school he went to. But Shasta, because I used to go to the assembly, which is Jehovah's Witness. So we would go to the assembly every a couple times a year,
right.
And they'd have Shasta Cola.
That's right, because no caffeine, right, or no sugar or something like that.
Yeah, are there any sort of dietary things with them?
What, Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah.
Can't eat pussy. That's about it.
That's it. That's the only restriction.
You can. Well, you think they're knocking on the door?
There's no dietary restrictions in the Jehovah's Witness thing. The point is this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, okay, we know some people deal with sicknesses and medical conditions the way they can't lose weight, but majority of people in America are fat because they eat too much and excercise too fucking little.
That's correct.
And guess what? You can eat a lot of bullshit when you're young, but if you out there running around, playing basketball, when the last time you did some physical activity?
Yeah.
Seriously. You sit around on your motherfucking phone all day. Yeah. Some of y'all did not look up in months until that goddamn eclipse the other day. Yeah. Because you're so busy looking at your goddamn phone.
It's so true about that, especially with fat people. We know that we don't see fat people doing physical activity because when they do it, we are blown away.
Blown a fucking
Like, you ever see a fat person dance and it immediately goes viral? Like, did you just see that fat person be fat and have rhythm?
Listen,
holy shit!
Why do you think Heavy D was so popping back in the day?
Because we're like, how does this fat person move?
He was like a black president,
bro.
Right. It's like this. Like we shouldn't be. It was like he's really just dancing. But the fact that he's 300 pounds and can move like that.
Bro, Missy put on a fat suit in the video. We knew it was a suit, and we were still like, oh my god, do you see her moving in that thing?
Why do you think
that is miraculous?
Rerun from what you kids don't know, but rerun from What's Happening used to dance, and it was literally, damn, a fat boy can move.
Dude, anytime fat people do anything, we're astonished. You ever see a fat person beatbox? We're like, how do they get those sounds past all that
when Big
food?
Pun said, dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did he know every riddle the middleman who didn't do diddly.
How did you do that without breathing, fat man? We're blown away.
When girls used to be like, when you found out Biggie was fucking pretty women like Faith.
And we're like, what?
Charlie Baltimore.
Huh? What? You can be cockeyed and fat and get
That's
pussy.
what I'm saying. It was amazing because he was fat.
Yes.
Like, that shouldn't be a thing.
The bar is so low for fat people. That is the reality, man. I'm sorry, but it absolutely is. Coming from somebody who's in shape, the bar is extremely low.
I've watched 60-second videos of fat people trying to get out of goddamn Lamborghini.
Hysterical.
Like,
absolutely.
I don't give a fuck about anybody giving out Lamborghini. I'm telling you.
Bending it down, falling, just rolling out the Lamborghini. Is he having a stroke? What happened? Did he get shot? He just slithering out like goo.
You're trying to get out all cool. That's how that should be, man. That shit should not be like that's a regular occurrences for regular shape people.
Yo, and you know what? I will be honest. We had so many people that tweet us and tell us how fat shaming made them lose weight.
Shout out to that one guy. I forget
one
his
guy.
handle.
I just retweet a couple of them every week. I have people in the DMs or on Twitter going, "Yo, I just lost 60 pounds. Thank you guys for telling me that this is some bullshit. Blah blah. Thank you guys for telling me to do it." And I want to clarify when Bill Maher was saying beauty or we say beauty, right? He goes, "No, you can't be beautiful and overweight. It doesn't mean your face can't be beautiful. You can have an absolutely asymmetrical face, right?" But science has proven through huge studies that we have a human body type, black, white, Asian, everybody, more or less likes a similar body type. And it's not a body that weighs 600 pounds.
That historically has not always been true.
There's slight variations according to culture, but realistically speaking, people like it's long legs, slim torso, and a slimmer, taller build.
Studies show that when you watch those shows on TV about 700-pound women, they're usually single.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, technically they're doubles, but but do they have somebody else with them? We do not know.
No, there's a whole scene. It's called Chubby Chasers, I think.
Yeah, but guess what? By the way,
It's a fetish.
we look at them the same way we look at the fat guy getting out the Lamborghini.
Yes.
Like, oh, that's what you into.
Or you want to get sat on by these fat girls. I watched a video yesterday for 15 minutes. Same video. It was just this guy who had these two fat girls just sitting on him. One on his face and one on his chest, and they would just do these like thunder drops and just sit on his chest, right? they just thunder squat, one on his chest, one on his face, and he was loving it. And it's always these skinny little twerpy guys that like it.
Jack Spratt would eat no fat. His wife would eat no lean. You don't remember that old fairy tale?
What is that?
Jack Spratt was this skinny ass dude, and his wife was fat. So Jack Spratt would eat no fat. So he was skinny. His wife would eat no lean. Because I remember my cousin, I had a cousin, I don't want to say their names, but I had a cousin who was real skinny and his wife was real fat. And that's what my daddy used to always say. Look at Jack Spratt and his wife. Jack Spratt would eat no fat and his wife would eat no lean. That's how I learned that fairy tale. Because of that shit. They used to stand by each other and look like the number 10. I'm serious. Like, listen, the moral of the story is I saw a lady told me early on Twitter, she was like, you're such a bully when it comes to fat people. No, I'm not. If telling people that obesity is not cool and it's not healthy to be obese, and yes, you should lose weight and become the best you. If that is bullying, then I'll be a bully then. Yeah. Because I look at people, I can name like Reverend Al Sharpton, Elvis Duran. Like these guys were chunky. Kevin Lyles. Like these guys were.
All three of them did the stomach staple though.
Hey, they got the money to do it. If you got the money to do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's plenty of people who've lost weight naturally too. Right. Like, you know, the guy that we're talking about who lost 60 pounds, he was big as hell. Yeah. I can't remember his name. He's from Twitter. Like, he's a regular people. Yeah. Like, people can lose the weight. You can lose the weight if you want to. And guess what? Yeah. When you unlock that hidden character that exists inside of you, you feel better.
Dude, it's so
your life is better. Like stop.
Everything about your life is better.
Come on, man.
And you know what? This just goes right back to the extreme censorship, man. Where we are being extremely censored to the point where we can't even criticize somebody that is literally killing themselves.
Yeah.
How crazy and how extreme a world of censorship are we living in?
It's not your place to tell them that they're killing themselves, Andrew.
Okay, my bad. You're right. So a guy just has a noose. He's about to jump off, and I'm like, listen, man.
Don't noose shame him.
Dude, you're right. I shouldn't be noose shaming.
Don't noose shame him.
Sometimes you just got to jump off of something with something tied around your neck.
You don't know what he's going through. Dad, I'm going to be honest with you. That's the other shit that bothers me, too, because I've been hearing people say things like that. Like, I understand everybody goes through things, and you never know what can make somebody come to the end of their rope. But there is no such thing as suicide shaming. Like, I would never tell anybody they're wrong for committing suicide. I'm just telling you that shouldn't be an option. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to always say, please talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Before you commit to that act. I'm not one of those people that'll be like, oh, you're going to hell for doing this. I don't know. Like, you know, that's not even my concern. Yeah. I just don't want you to ever get to that point where you feel like you want to kill yourself. But like, let's stop saying things like, we're suicide shaming. Like, nah, my brother. we are. Like, that don't even make no sense.
We're shaming you because we don't want you to do it.
We don't want you to do it. I'd rather you go talk to somebody.
What do you want me to say? Yeah, you should end it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's too hard.
That's my point.
Yeah, you can't handle
That's my point.
You know who else suicide shames? God.
No.
Jesus.
We don't know that.
No, they say in the Bible, do not commit suicide.
But that feeds into what we're talking about. That feeds into people telling them, "Oh, you're going to go to hell if you commit suicide. Or you're wrong."
But what is the motive for that? Like, why does Jesus tell you not to do something? Let's assume that Jesus is real.
I'm going to tell you this about the Bible too. Yeah. And I feel like this is about all religion.
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind, man wrote the Bible.
Fair.
We should write a Brilliant Idiots Bible.
Oh, absolutely.
No, seriously.
Book idea.
No, I'm serious. The Book of Hezi. Like, we should write a Bible.
Let's do it.
And see what happens 30, 40 years from now. With this Bible.
Dude, we got Scientology, but we got the opposite.
That's it. You ever seen the Book of Eli?
Yeah.
That's really how this shit was.
Oh, I believe it. All I'm saying is, why do you think people are telling, let's assume, okay, man wrote the Bible, whatever, it doesn't matter. But they say don't commit suicide.
You know why? because they don't like
they don't want to lose you.
Boom.
They care about you. They love you.
That's how we feel right now. So
Shit.
so you do the most. You always tell people the most extreme thing.
Yo,
when you don't want them to do something.
You want to know some real shit? Everybody's like, people a lot of times they want to commit suicide and they might feel like they have no way out. They might feel incredible despair and they might feel incredibly sad. It might feel like they have nobody. Every one of those people is telling you not to commit suicide.
Love you.
It's somebody you have.
Yeah.
Why? I don't want you to commit suicide because I love you. I don't want to live in a world without you. So you might not want to be here because life is so painful. But keep in mind, it's going to be very painful for me without you here.
And by the way, I've been there. I tell y'all, I don't know if I told y'all this story before.
No.
I when I was really, I was doing youth ministry at Muhammad Mosque number 38 in Columbia, South Carolina, and like I was really on my deem, praying and not drinking, not smoking. I'm at my dude's Frosty house. And, you know, Frosty had a couple girls over there, and we started playing script Uno. And them girls started taking off clothes, and titties started coming out. And me and my now wife was broken up at the time, so I was like really on my shit. Because I wanted to get her back.
Pure.
So
You wanted to be pure.
Boom.
Okay.
So when I saw them titties come out, I was out. So Frosty comes running out the house. Nah, you got to come back in. You got to come back in. So I'm back in. Frosty's in the room with the girls. I'm laying on the couch. And
why would you agree to play strip poker?
Listen, I fall asleep, right? I fall asleep. Frosty wakes up. He taps me. And the girls are like, Charlamagne, come in here. And we don't want to hear none of that God body shit. I'm dead. Like, that's exactly what they said. We don't want to hear none of that God body shit. Come in here. I just like kind of like got up, walked in there, knowing I was doing something wrong. And literally, like, you ever seen Devil's Advocate when, like, motherfuckers' faces were, like, changing all distorted and weird like demons? Like, I saw that in the girls. I saw shadows dancing on the wall, whatever. Had sex with both of them. Hate menage a trois because of it to this day. Because I'm way too indecisive for a menage a trois. I get to the fast food. I get to a drive-thru and got to change my order 5-6 times. I'll be at a restaurant changing my order 5-6 times. Fucking two girls and not knowing where the nut is too crucial, right?
Oh God!
What
a travesty!
But I don't know who I want to nut. I don't want to know which one I want to nut on.
Difficult.
Yeah. So long story short, I leave. I'm distraught, like distraught to the point where I'm like, I gotta kill myself. Like I really was feeling like that. Like I was talking crazy. I was talking so crazy that Frosty called my pops. My pops drives all the way up from Montgomery, South Carolina, an hour and a half away. My pops being the old school country guy he is, first thing my pops says to me when I tell him the situation is my pops goes, you sure they weren't with two men? But he didn't say men, he said maggots, all right? That's the first thing he says, okay? I go, no, Pops, it wasn't with two men. And my pops looked at me and my pops goes, so I drove an hour and a half up here. You saying you want to kill yourself over some pussy and some liquor. Well, where the pussy and the liquor at? Because I want some. Because I drove an hour and a half here. I drove an hour and a half. I wasted gas. Where's the pussy and the liquor? Because I want some, goddammit. You know? And then after he said that, he went into the whole fatherly thing. He's like, look, I understand you trying to do good. I understand you trying to get your life together. But it is worse things to be stressing over. All right? It's people out here that are going through much worse than this. You want to kill yourself because you had a menage a trois and drink some liquor.
Yeah, I want to kill you.
Out of control.
I want to kill you for that. I can't believe there are people that kill themselves because they can't get laid. They don't feel themselves because they're getting too much pussy. Oh, this pussy's getting thrown at me.
But you got to understand.
What the hell am I going to do?
I felt like spiritually I had failed. So I felt like I had failed in the eyes of God. But imagine if I hadn't
paranoid, bro.
But listen, imagine I hadn't expressed that to my peoples. Imagine I wasn't going around saying that to Frosty or saying that to Wax or just speaking it enough to where motherfuckers is like, all right, this dude bugging the fuck out. Like if I was alone in my thoughts, I might have did so. I might have killed myself. So I'm saying all that to say you should speak out.
Absolutely.
Don't ever think you're fucking crazy.
Bro.
Don't ever think you're fucking alone. And guess what? If you are going through something, that's when you're supposed to reach out to people.
Dude.
Don't let motherfuckers think you crazy. Ain't nobody gonna crazy shame you.
Half of it is just getting it off your chest.
That's it.
Well, thank God.
I promise you that's it.
Go to that Talkspace app. Tell somebody. Go to church. Dude, to be honest, I mean, there's a lot of things I really respect about Christianity, but especially at least in the Catholic religion, part of it, the idea of the confessional is getting these things off your chest. You go in there, tell a priest all his fucked up shit. He says, do some Hail Marys, whatever, and then you leave. But you give him Give God
Release
your
it.
troubles.
Release it.
Just release it.
Never understood that confessional shit though.
You release it.
Well, I mean,
Because if I'm a pastor and I hear some like really crazy shit, you know what I mean?
You gotta hold it in.
Yeah, man. Like you might sit in the booth and be like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm having an inappropriate relationship with a pop singer, and then the pastor's like, "Carl, is that you? You were talking to?"
Yeah, Listen, that's not him, yo. And I feel much better. I feel much better, yo. Y'all felt like we lost somebody, yo. When I said it to Schultz, I said, bro.
Wax is sending me. Shout out to Carl Lentz, man.
Shout out to my guy, Carl Lentz.
Carl, I was going to bat
That's my guy.
Word up, man.
I've been defending you all week,
Me too,
Carl.
Yo,
but I had to segue into talking about you somehow.
listen. First of all, I just want to say, Carl is the sweetest guy, man.
Carl is an amazing
cool,
dude.
man. Chill out, man.
This guy answers
Yeah.
every religion question I have. We have these long discussions. I'm talking about like he's sending me chunks of text back, and I'm sitting here going, how the hell does this guy have time to do this when he's bathing with Justin Bieber all fucking week? This is
how many pictures I send you?
How?
I kept sending
Where
you
does he
pictures,
get
yo.
the time to do this? Does he have a waterproof phone? How could he possibly
on,
send me
man.
these things?
I was happy.
Carl does the same thing for me. Carl reaches
man.
out to me for no reason.
Oh, it's beautiful,
Gives me
man.
positive energy. I love talking to Carl. So all I'm saying is, Carl, don't let us down. Okay,
on, man.
I'm hoping. I know it's not true because the shit
I
in the
said the
pool.
same thing.
It was 2 pictures that they put out. They was like, Justin Bieber in the pool with his pastor. I'm like, that's not Pastor Carl.
Somebody gonna talk about when your hair get wet as a white boy, your shit turn dark. I'm like, yo, I don't think that's Carl, man.
That's not Carl.
That is true about what white boys
Oh, it is?
when our hair gets wet.
Black? No.
It does.
That shit
was
look
like black,
gothy.
man.
Nah, it does. We all look like John Wick.
That shit look gothy.
Yeah.
But
That being said, that wasn't Carl. And even if it was Carl, you're taking a picture at a weird
He's
angle.
not doing
Carl's
that,
that
though.
dude.
Carl's
I
that
fuck
dude.
with
I
Carl
love
can't
Carl.
sit there and teach
Okay?
Bieber how to fucking swim, though.
Carl could kiss Justin Bieber on the mouth.
Why?
And I'd be like, you know what? Maybe Bieber ran out of chapstick. I'd find a way because that's how
Yes.
giving Carl is.
Goddamn
okay?
right.
Carl is a saint.
And by the
Yeah.
way,
I love you, Carl. You got to come on the show.
I love you, Carl. You know I love you. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't think that was Pastor Carl in that pool. Matter of fact, I know that wasn't Pastor Carl in that pool. But why the fuck doesn't Justin Bieber know how to swim? Why is
What's
a
up, man?
grown-ass
Have a
man...
daddy.
Why did,
I don't want to hear that shit.
Why do y'all
Have
keep
a
saying Bieber
daddy.
didn't have a daddy? I thought Bieber was raised by his pops.
No, I think he was raised by his mom or something like
but
that.
she had to have somebody she was smashing.
First of all, if you got a kid and they don't have a trim dad, that is on you.
If I'm a kid...
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
tell you
Come
something.
on, yo.
That's a problem.
All
Your
you-
kid out there, 20 years old, paddling
Oh,
like
Oh my
this
God!
in the fucking
All you
pool.
little kids who
Yeah.
look up to Justin Bieber don't look up to him no more after seeing
Why?
him in that goddamn pool. My daughter is 9 and will swim circles
Yes.
around Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber had his 2 hands.
holding all of
He
their
had
life.
his 2 hands on the guy's shoulder
That's how girls
in a
do it.
fucking 4-foot pool. This guy had his arms around Justin's waist. I'm like, Justin, you're not gonna fucking drown.
Come on,
and if
man.
you do drown in this 4-foot pool, God just wanted you to go. All right? Like, 'cause there's no fucking way that you should be in this pool with your arms on this guy's shoulder.
How you
and
just
this guy's
turn
arms
gay
around your
that
waist.
fast? You
First
think
of all,
that's
he
him
didn't
being
turn
gay?
gay.
What are
Listen,
you talking about?
Justin Bieber.
What are you talking about? What the?
He's
what,
saying, how
what
did
the
Justin Bieber
fuck-
turn gay?
Who
Gay.
said Bieber was gay?
Well, he's not gay.
Nobody
So
said
hold
Bieber
on,
was
so
gay.
hold on. If that was Pastor Carl with him, that'd be some gay shit, right?
No, it
But
wouldn't.
that was not Carl.
First
it's
of all,
not gay.
first of all, shouts to Carl. And if no.
Then
Okay.
hold on. So what's the whole problem for Carl being in the pool with the guy then?
Do you know what
The
gay
problem is that you're looking at pictures of men in pools,
And I was
you
like,
just
yo, that's they
came
wild.
across Justin
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Carl.
So when you were playing football,
All right.
and you and your dudes used to be in the hot tub together,
Sucking
was
each
that
other's
gay?
dicks.
What type of fucking hot tub you talking about?
Was
Where's
that
that
gay?
at? What hot tub?
When y'all used to be in
What
the
hot
shower,
tub, yo?
when
No,
y'all used to be in the
no,
shower
no,
together,
never,
when y'all used to
never,
be in the locker
never.
room
When
together,
you used to be in the
hot
locker room and you
I
said-
used to. We used to have the fucking showers, but tippy toes couldn't come in.
who was tippy toes?
The fuck, you know, tippy toes ain't coming in
Okay.
there.
Who
What
was
about,
tippy toes?
what about when
It's
you
some
guys
dude
were?
with
What
tippy
about
toes.
when you guys
He's
were
going
washing
crazy.
yourselves and there was parts that were hard for you to reach, and you would have your buddy take a little
Never,
towel and
never.
wipe your
Who
butt.
went crazy?
You never been naked in the locker room with your
No,
guys?
I
You
had
never
my Timbs
stroked your
on in the
man's dick.
shower, and I had my towel, and I had my shit in my corner. Everybody don't fuck with my corner. I'm chilling.
So you never had your man lotion up your feet
For what?
because you thought it would be more comfortable.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
out of
honest with you,
control,
Wax.
man.
All you doing is
Yeah,
making
right.
somebody want to catch you, man.
Yeah.
All you doing is
That's why I
you
do
had
my
two-
push-ups, because if you try to come catch me, you're going to have to fight.
Not when they give you that ginger ale with that little
I know.
Cosby juice.
That's why I don't drink ginger ale.
When they give you
no
that ginger ale with that little, when they give you that ginger ale with that little Cosby sauce in it.
Wow.
more. I ain't trying to get got.
When they,
That's how a lot of people got
Wax,
it.
it's gonna be
getting
night
got,
night.
though.
You're gonna wake up getting
Yeah,
dick
right.
down, bro.
Yeah, right. Some guys, that's how it probably start anyway. Somebody I don't wish
those kind of things on people. I don't wish those kind of things.
Come on, man,
because
you don't just go to jail and be gay. Like a lot of dudes up like that. He was thorough when he came out. He did 10 years.
Every week you come on here and talk about somebody being gay. Something you want to tell us, man?
Bro,
why is this something you want to tell us?
I'm not gonna lie. I have noticed that your little your dreads have gotten kind of cute. You got them all braided up, all cute and shit. How do you
never seen my shit like this, man?
Nah, usually they're messy like a dude, but now you got your shit all twisted.
I want Wax to fall asleep. This is what I want to happen.
Bro, I want what's up? Who you trying to look cute for, bro?
Before you say that, make sure you always say, I speak things into existence, so chill out.
I just want Wax to fall asleep, and I want a guy just to lay on his chest. That's all. Nothing else. Just take this, lay on his chest, and somebody take a picture of Wax just laid out sleep, and this guy just resting his head lovingly between his two pectoral muscles. That's all I want.
Y'all put my son to the side of the bed like, yo, sit down right there, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Don't get used to that shit. I just don't want certain things, okay?
Wait, you don't let your son
sit
on your chest?
You are so homophobic. This guy.
Fuck, my son ain't no
this is the most homophobic
That's how your son's
shit.
not going to learn how to swim.
This is
he's going to be like, go over there.
You don't want to give your son love?
It ain't about love, man. Just like, bro, man, sit right there.
Nah, bro. You're going to raise Bane.
He's alright. That's what's bad.
You motherfucker raised Bane.
No, not Bane. What's the little motherfucker from The Incredibles? The one that
the quick one.
The one that Mr. Incredible. No, the one the bad.
No, the
one.
bad guy. Yeah.
The one Mr. Incredible kicked to the curb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna raise a little dope boy?
You gotta stop
my
it,
son,
man.
He good. He's chilling, yo.
No, you gotta show love.
You're afraid to hug your son. You think you hugging your son is gonna turn your son gay?
Wait. I said laying on my chest like I'm sleeping. He's just laying on my chest.
What's wrong with that?
Go right there.
How old is he?
He's 4. He good though. He's different 4 though. He big.
Okay, 4 years old. He can't lay on his chest. I let grown women lay on my chest. They're fucking 23 years old. They lay on my chest. There's a 4-year-old boy. He's not a man or what. Listen,
would you let Dwayne lay on your chest?
Yes, I would.
All right.
Dwayne, do you want to lay down on my chest? Come here and lay on my chest with that little peach cobbler shirt you got on.
Wax.
Your cute ass shirt. Cute ass shirt like that. You can lay on my chest all you want.
I just had a revelation, Wax.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I need to tell you this.
What's up?
Yeah.
You're going to have a big old you. And they're going to have a lot of Magic Johnson son tendencies.
Why?
Bro. You're going to have you a little...
How you going to sit there and
because you
speak things in existence?
You protesting too much. Like, you're too against this for no reason. Like, Wax, we in here talking about Justin Bieber not being able to swim. And all of a sudden, Wax turns this into a conversation about Justin being gay.
Hold on. I see him kissing the guy on the cheek. And why is everybody else talking shit about...
Why can't you kiss a guy on the cheek?
They saying... Did you read the fucking comment? It said they're getting a little too close.
Why? Why can't you kiss a guy on the cheek?
Listen to me. Wait a minute. Why y'all putting this shit on me?
You put it on yourself.
Listen, understand what the comments
You came in here and said, give me all the homophobia.
No.
I'm going to try this homophobia.
But just don't lean on my chest with
it. Listen. When we seen him in the pool, we like, yo, what the fuck is going on? All of us. Why was we happy it wasn't Pastor Carl then?
Well, for me, no. For me,
you was happy as hell.
For me, no. I'll tell you the first thing I thought about, and I told you this. The first thing I said was, come on, man, Pastor Carl got a family. That's what I said.
So what's wrong with Teacher Bieber? He got a family.
And then I looked and I go, no, that's not Pastor Carl.
Y'all are crazy, man.
But what's the problem with him having a family?
Because I don't want him cheating on his wife.
With who?
And cheating, and I don't want him cheating on his wife and abandoning
if you were going to cheat on your wife.
But if that was a woman, I'd feel the same way.
Charlamagne,
if Pastor Carl was
if you were going to cheat on your wife, do you think that you would choose to do it in a pool with one of the most recognizable men in America or the world?
That is a fact.
Absolutely not.
I didn't think it was him either. But
so my point is,
why would you think he was cheating? If
you know how sometimes you're in the pool and you jump on top of your friend and then you push them into the water? They could have snapped the shot right before he did a violent act. We're thinking it's some soft gay shit, but in reality, he's trying to drown his friend.
He could have been trying. You know what? That's a fact.
Only person.
That's all I'm saying.
That's why he put both hands on the shoulder.
You're right. So he was about to drown that man.
So was I the only person that thought it was some gay shit?
Yeah, because you think about gay shit. You gotta get the gay out your brain,
Somebody else said that on the fucking thing.
You think about gay shit way too much.
No, it's not, man. Somebody said, look, I think they're getting a little too close. His pastor getting a little too close.
What? You can drown someone from far?
Why was we upset that it was fucking Carl?
But time out. Look, we're not. It's a lot of nuance to this. Pastor Carl is a pastor.
Yes.
A married pastor with a family. So it's not the fact that
he wasn't even there.
But yeah, he wasn't even there. But it's not the fact that he would be with a man. It's the fact that he is a pastor with a family. That's what makes everybody be like, oh shit.
There is deception.
And the fact that Justin Bieber would be homosexual. I'm sure people would get over it, but it would be a big story.
It'd be huge.
Yeah, it'd be a story initially.
It would be huge.
We're talking about some shit that don't even exist because Pastor Carl and Justin Bieber do not have anything.
This is out of control.
Can we talk about one thing? So you won't let your kid lay on your chest because you
This is horrible, Wax.
No, because
I just want to clarify.
I will give my son a hug. There's no problem like that.
Can I clarify?
Let me hear it.
So you won't let him lay on your chest because you think that could be gay.
No, I don't think so. I just don't want to do it because I don't want him getting used to laying on men's chests. I don't trust out here in these fucking
You're
days.
his fucking daddy.
I understand that. I understand that. But these days, I understand that.
You know how
if I'm not around my son,
this is crazy.
This shit is arrogant, yo.
Fucking
you
dad
got ego.
Laying his chest, I'm laying this guy's chest.
No, Wax,
fuck that. Let me make sure he's like 8 years old and make sure he know not to do that dumb
Wax,
shit.
you got a lot of ego. So you're thinking he's gonna lay on your chest one time and be like, "Oh, I just love laying on chests. I just want to find a man's chest and lay on it."
I don't even kiss my son in the mouth. And so I see different guys kissing their son in the mouth. I'm like,
I think I just stopped kissing my dad.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't want to kiss my son in the mouth. I'm like, yo, I don't want you getting used to kiss.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You talking too much, man.
Hey, man, what you want me to do?
I'm gonna tell you why you talking too much.
Why?
This can be used against you in court.
How?
This motherfucker ain't loving. He don't even want his son to.
He won't even hug his son.
No,
He's not gonna kiss his son.
No.
He's not showing his son no affection.
So hold on. So
he kicks his son
that's
around.
Bad in court because I don't want to kiss my son in the mouth.
Wax, it sounds like if you have a gay son, you're gonna kill your son.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like if you have a gay son. Greg got a good point.
Am I going to be okay with it? I'm probably not going to be okay with it. I don't know. You get mad at me.
What? You're not going to be okay with it if he's gay?
Yeah.
What if he's
a power bottom?
You tell it.
I ain't got nothing to
what
do
if he
with that.
takes
That's
all his
retarded.
dick, bro? But he takes dick like a champ.
You telling the universe.
Champ.
I'm not telling that. I'm
You
not
are.
telling that.
You know what?
Y'all saying that
I'm gonna
dumb
tell you something
shit.
about.
I'm not saying it. Okay, the person that said it is going to tell me something. Let me hear it.
You said
you
it.
talking to existence.
All
What
I
you
say,
talking about?
I say the things that you want to happen in your life, you should constantly think about.
Yeah.
And talk about. The things you don't want to happen, don't talk about it at all. We was in here talking about Justin Bieber not being able to swim. Wax comes in here and starts telling us that Justin Bieber's gay. He doesn't love his son. He doesn't. Wax said he doesn't love his son.
You know what we need to do?
This guy is out of control.
You know what we need to do with you, Wax? We need to do immersion therapy. I think we need to send you to like a gay weekend somewhere, like a gay ski weekend, and just have you around homosexuals for a weekend, and you'll realize that these
I know
gay
guys
people,
that I know.
You'll realize they ain't thinking about you. But I will say this: Wax can attract some gay guys.
No, you can, especially with those little braids.
No, let's tell some stories. No, this is. You know what? Now I'm understanding where this homophobia is coming from.
He's getting all the attention.
It just hit me. I can name 3 times guys have hit on you.
Bees to the honey. Bees to the honey, bro.
Let's talk about it. Let's name all 3.
Go, 1.
All right, we're in Los Angeles. I'm at a press junket for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. I'm about to go interview Megan, what's
good?
No, not
Fox.
good. Megan Fox,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
My guy's there. I'll leave him nameless. My guy, openly gay. Super gay. Love him to death. I mean, he's super gay. If there's a freaking club for gays, he's got a 5-star membership, right? So me and him are in the middle of a conversation, just regular talking, laughing, joking, and all of a sudden, he goes, ooh. And I go, what? And he goes, He nods his head in this direction. I look, it's Wax walking in. He goes, is that your brother? I go, yeah, that's Wax. He goes, I've never seen him with a T-shirt on. Tell him to come in.
Charmaine set me up.
I didn't set him up.
Yes,
shit.
you did. You told me to come in.
No.
Once you know somebody tried to hit on me, the same thing somebody tried to rob you, I'm like, fuck you, man.
Okay, listen. Are you comparing getting hit on to being robbery?
This
guy is so crazy.
I'm looking at it as a setup. That's what I'm looking at.
It's so crazy. So listen,
I'm looking at it as a setup.
He was going to rob some booty hole.
That's what I'm saying. That's something I don't want to do. You don't want to get robbed. I don't want to get my butt robbed. Same shit.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
He's going to rob that chocolate pocket.
So mind you, Wax has been looking for a bank the whole time. Wax banks at Chase, right?
Yeah.
So my guy goes, oh, I never seen him in a T-shirt. I said, hold on, I got you. I said, yo, Wax, come here.
Set up.
So listen, so Wax walks over. I go, Wax, it's my guy. This is Wax. And I go, yo, Wax, my man think you cute. Wax goes, yo, I don't want no problems. I'm just looking for a chase. And the guy goes, he goes, I love a good chase.
I'm like,
I'll chase you wherever you want to be chased at.
So what you want me to do?
Huh?
You act like I was like, yo, I'm gonna beat you up. No, I'm like, all right, no doubt, everything good, man. Let's find a bank real quick.
And he goes, yes, everything is good.
I want to put you on this trip. I know exactly what to bring you.
Yes, he want to fly him out.
Let me get
my man shooting his shot. Why my man can't shoot his shot?
But you act like I'm over here.
Why my guy can't shoot his shot?
This is America, bro. If Nazis allowed to protest, a gay guy could try to take that.
You goddamn right.
I was just trying to stay out of everybody's way. I don't want no problem.
He didn't want you to stay out his way.
He wanted to be right in his way.
That's the problem.
Right there.
I don't want to be there.
Let's go to the number 2 time Wax was being hit on.
Yeah.
Now, I
watch his alley-oops.
I go get my hair cut, and next, you know what? When I get my hair cut, it was a store. You know what I'm saying? My man in the store was gay. You know what I'm saying? He was gay. Cool dude. That's my guy. I got a lot of gay friends. There's no secret, right? So, the guy walks up to Wax. He goes, yeah, nose guard. Defensive tackle.
No.
Yeah, right.
Don't think Charlamagne wasn't over there talking to him. You know what I'm saying?
Puts his hand on Wax's shoulder, goes, yeah, defensive tackle. Wax goes, yeah, he says, what do you say, defensive end? Wax goes, nah, defensive
really
end.
Really got a problem.
So Wax goes, yo, you got the store, can I get some t-shirts? He goes, yeah, what size you wear? Wax goes, nah, you know. Probably a large. The guy goes, nah, you're not a large. You an XL. Wax start flexing and shit. The guy goes, come on over, man. Let me show you some stuff, right?
Charlamagne know he gave the whole time.
Listen, I get my hair cut. I walk over. My dude is working Wax. He got Wax in there with no shirt on, trying on all kind of different T-shirts. Try this texture. Try this size, right? I'm like, Wax in here showing it off and don't even know it, right?
So that's fuck. Is that a setup? Is that a setup, yo?
Now, the third time.
Shot,
no,
bro.
man, give me an alley-oop or something like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
What does it matter?
No, let me ask you a question.
What does it matter if
that's not you?
What does it matter? What does it matter if he's gay?
How is this any different than you going to a girl that you want to fuck, go, yo, let's go upstairs and smoke some weed?
All right, let me hear that.
That's the same situation. Now, you know for a fact when you going upstairs, you want that pussy. You don't want that weed. So when you go back to try on the shirts, when you go back
leading people on, Wax.
No, I don't. Stop.
You be leading these dudes on.
Why you dress like that?
No, word up. I'm gonna tell you what exactly it's like. It's like this. If me and my dude about to go smoke and
you and your doo-doo.
I say if me and a dude is about to go smoke and you know the dude be putting a little bit of coke in his shit, you're not gonna tell me like,
why are you comparing criminal offenses to being gay?
Let me finish. And then I'm about to go walk off with him. I'm about to go blow down real quick. And
you about to go what?
I'm about to smoke, blow down.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
leading them on.
All right, wait, listen.
Leading them on.
So
again.
using these euphemisms.
You're gonna say to a gay guy, let's go blow down.
Charlamagne should be like, yo, he be putting some coke in his shit, so I don't know you want to smoke with him. If Charlamagne can't let me go smoke with him, that's fucked up.
Okay.
So
you've compared rape
real quick,
and you've compared drugs to being gay. I got to tell you that I got to make an announcement just for you.
Like, yo, dude might be trying to hit on you. Watch it. Don't let him let you take your fucking shirt off in front of him. That's fucked up.
No. You're smoking the coke. You're actually doing the drugs, right? When you go to try on shirts, you're not sucking.
My shirt is off.
So what? That's not dick sucking.
What
if you're going to a beach, you probably take your shirt off, and there's probably a gay guy at that beach. You know how many
times you probably had your shirt off around gay guys?
Yeah, I go to the gym all the time. I know these guys in there. I don't have a problem with gay people.
So there's no difference.
I have a problem with gay people.
So why are you upset that you was in front of this dude trying on shirts and you had your shirt off?
Because you know what he was doing. He was trying to get me.
Why you had a problem?
You started off saying that this guy's trying to get you. Oh, there's nothing.
Maybe Charlamagne has confidence that a gay dude wouldn't be able to rape you.
He's not.
Maybe he's a little bit confident that if you're his bodyguard, then a 5'6" gay guy's not being able to butt fuck you.
All that gay guys don't go around raping people.
Facts.
Duh.
How you know?
This guy says it.
So you think that you're rapeable?
If somebody tries to put something in my drink or something, you don't know.
Oh my God, this guy here, man.
It was just me and him in the store. He could have hit me with something, or I don't know what the fuck.
So now you're Mr. Vulnerable. Before nobody could get past you. If somebody trying to get a Charlamagne, I see it coming a mile away. But the second it's you and a gay dude, he could put something in my drink. He could use some voodoo. He could do a potion.
And you're reinforcing a lot of negative stereotypes of gay men right now. Gay men don't go around raping guys, and gay men ain't.
Cool.
They're not thinking about you.
To be honest, he wasn't saying gay guys would do this. He's saying one guy would do it to him.
Crazy,
I'm gonna be honest with you though. All jokes aside, this is the truth thing. This is how I feel. If you feel like you can't even have a conversation with a gay guy,
you know how many gay guys I talk to?
Or do something normal.
Come on, go back to that sentence.
Wait,
how many gay guys? How many gay guys are you talking to?
A lot of guys here is gay. It don't matter. I talk to them all the time.
Well, you just have this weird thing that you're just gonna slip and fall, and your butthole's gonna miraculously open, and a gay guy's gonna get in to it.
So what are you talking about? So say if I walk into the elevator and I see a bunch of gay guys, you think I'm gonna have a problem?
Oh,
no.
Listen, let me tell you about the third time he got hit on.
Here we go.
Andrew,
That's
you
what
were
I'm
there.
talking about.
I wasn't there. I just heard this from secondhand.
What?
It was Paige and Wax's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Paige was there. Paige, you want to come tell the story? Carly Aqua. Andrew was there.
Yeah.
Y'all were in a club with a lot of gay people. Carly Aquilino was there. Wax was sitting down minding his business. A gay guy walks up to him, tells him he's handsome. Reaches out to shake his hand. Wax hands him his hand. The guy lifts Wax's hands up and kisses him on his hand. Wax didn't protest. He wasn't upset about that.
I'm not gonna lie. We didn't say this part, but he licked his finger. He licked his finger from the nail to the hand.
It's a lie.
He kissed his hand.
Wow. Because I snatched it right away.
Why'd you snatch it?
Why would you lie about that?
First of all, what did you think this man was doing as he raised his hand to your lips? Get on the mic, Paige. Paige, what'd you say, Paige? Paige, what'd you say? You said Wax was dancing.
You weren't sitting down.
I wasn't.
No, you were standing on the couch. Like, he was standing on the couch, like, in the club with a bunch of gay men
Wax
around
was.
him. Yeah, he wasn't sitting down minding his business.
Listen, I didn't know that a bunch of gay guys.
Why was you standing on the couch?
He was
wanted
standing on the
attention.
couch like a
You wanted attention.
like a bottle thought.
Yes, exactly.
And he was like,
A bottle thought.
Did you see? Paige, wait a minute.
He was like a bottle thought.
Listen to me, Paige.
Wax Burgos.
Hold on.
Wax bricks. Wax was a bottle thought.
Hold on. The whole situation was crazy.
You the Taz Angel, yo?
No, listen. I was getting away.
Why was you 6'4" standing on the couches in the club?
I was getting
I wasn't
away.
even on the couch.
We was getting
I was
away.
on the floor.
That's why you was getting all that shit sprayed on you.
yeah, but I
wasn't doing all that shit.
Nothing was getting
You were
sprayed
standing on
me.
the
People
couches.
They
yo?
were spraying bottles and all that shit out there on them. I'm not doing.
So you a different person in the white clubs, huh?
Yeah, all right, man.
When you go to
I
the
was
white
getting the
clubs,
fuck
you a
away.
different
I was trying to
person.
get the fuck out of the
More
way.
people were hitting on Wax than they were on Carly.
Whoa. I heard that, though. I heard that.
What you want me to do? I was trying to get out the fucking way. So you think I'm just standing there, hey, everybody.
Wax
I
was
moving
taking
along
up
the
more
couch.
space
You
standing
stood
on the couch.
I was getting the fuck. I was dancing.
This
She
guy,
lying.
what song was on?
What the fuck was I dancing?
I left. It was too crowded,
was
and there
too
were
much.
too many. There
It
were
was
too
too
many
much.
guys. They're all crawling all over Wax. I'm like, I'm out.
So Wax,
Listen, man.
Wax didn't leave when you left?
No, Wax stayed. I
Listen,
left before Wax left.
Listen, I left not too long after, y'all.
Yeah, okay.
You got the fuck out of there.
All I
That's
saw
the time
was
that
some
Andrew
guy
was
like
kissing the
licking
girl.
your hand.
No, he
and
wasn't.
I was like, all right, I'm out.
Listen, he didn't lick my hand.
This is the
He
problem.
kissed my
He
hand
made
and I
out with your
snatched.
hand.
This is
I
the
snatched
problem.
my hand away.
This is the problem. Wax is afraid that he's going to experience from a man the same things
That's not true.
he
See,
puts girls
okay,
through.
why
He's
can't
afraid of his own karma. It's as simple as that. If
That's
you read
not
the book,
true,
read the book
bro.
From Niggas to Gods by Akil. Akil talks
He's
about this.
saying I'm doing this
Akil
type of
talks
stuff. It's
about how we
lies.
should respect women because it's going to come a point in time where Big Diesel, Mike Tyson looking motherfuckers is treating men the same way that men have treated women for years. Wax is afraid
do I treat
that a
women bad?
man, Wax is afraid to be objectified.
I don't know what that means.
Wax is afraid to have a man look at him like a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Wax is afraid that he's gonna get preyed on the way he preys on women.
So how do I pray on what? What the fuck are you talking about? I treat women bad.
I'm going to be honest with you.
What woman I treat
I
bad?
don't
yo?
believe that that's possible because in order for that to happen, you have to have a level of attraction, right? Like these women that Wax allegedly treats poorly.
But where y'all get this
Allegedly.
from?
Can I say allegedly? I'm
Somebody tell me-
defending you.
Give me one thing I treat a girl
When
bad.
you tried to
One.
rape the poor girl in London,
That's a bullshit lie. See, you would have told the last story.
she ran over to me. She was like, I thought he was going to rape me, so I came back.
Because of that fucking bullshit y'all be saying. Stop that dumb shit, man.
She did say that, yeah.
Stop.
She did come-
Because listen,
I thought he was going to take the pussy.
people be like coming to me like, yo, come here, yo, you be raping bitches, yo, let me take a picture with me.
Because-
I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Wax is the
Chill
most
out.
lovable rapist. We have to admit. You are by far the most lovable
They
rapist.
know the
You're
wax
the
shit
only.
ain't true, but stop saying
Like
that
I've
shit.
always
That's
told
fair.
Wax, historically, the things he's done have been rape culture.
This bullshit.
Yes, it is, man. If you're having sex with a girl, that's the truth, though. If you're having sex with a girl, hitting her from the back, and you let your boy come in and you don't tell
The
her,
girl,
and she
no,
jumps
it's
in,
not that we
that's
don't tell her.
rape.
She
You were
know
the
it
boy.
is.
No, I've never done that.
You were the
I've
boy.
never done
You've
that.
been in the
I've
room with him.
never done that. I promise you, I've never done that. I've never, ever done that.
Bullshit.
Swear to God.
I swear. So me and you never traded the girl before?
Yeah, but I never freaking snuck in.
Nobody never snuck in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Everybody fucking. We know the girl knows she's getting traded off, and she comes back again.
Nobody ever snuck in.
Man. And she ain't only getting traded by us. She getting traded by other people.
Why did Wax become Irish?
Knock it off.
I've seen Wax. I've seen us be in the club. Wax go up to a girl.
Come on, swear to God.
Give her a couple jabs in the ribs. Like, yo, come on, yo. Come on, yo. Come on, yo.
Swear to God, yo.
Listen, this guy, he gotta stop this shit.
He want me to be a rapist.
Wax has to stop this shit, and this shit has to stop now. He has to stop this shit, man. Stop.
Why you want me to be a rapist, yo?
You're too old for this shit now, Wax. You're too old for this shit. You're too old to be this homophobic, and you're too old to be still participating in what can be considered rape culture.
That's out of control.
This is Charlamagne's brilliant idiot logic. Wax, too old to be raping these girls. Raping is a young man's game. You can't be in your 30s out here raping these girls anymore. You got to retire. You got to retire. So you're going to get CTE. You can't be trying to rape these girls. It's going to have lasting effects on your psyche and your health.
But we've had this conversation before. It's certain things that we would do in the 90s. The 2000s, that's just not acceptable now. You live and you learn. Like getting girls drunk and then sleeping with them.
Are you saying, Charlamagne, are you saying that morality changes over time?
Morality? No.
Or behavior, the things that we find acceptable change over time? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, we knew that. Of course. We probably knew that we was doing wrong.
But morality doesn't change because even back then, if we'd have talked to somebody older, they would have told us the stuff we was doing was immoral. So morality never changed. What we just find acceptable and unacceptable has changed. So guess what? We would have went to jail back then for that shit too.
No, actually, I don't know if we would have.
Yeah, we would have. Absolutely. Yeah, you would have.
Bullshit. All that, bro.
Bullshit.
Come on, man. Bike weekend, yo,
consent has always been consent. Lack of consent has always been lack of consent. Stop it.
So they never had a problem, So back in the day, in Girls Gone Wild times, guys would
Black Bikers Weekend.
Black Bikers Weekend. I mean, even in that when I said the peak of white people, when white people peaked, Woodstock, you had girls just getting their titties grabbed by strangers, pulling down their shirts.
And if they was to go press charges, the guys would get arrested.
I don't know if they would even think to press charges, because maybe even to the women at that time, they didn't think it was that wrong. And the reason, obviously, I'm bringing this up is because we're doing a thing where we're judging people of the past by today's morality, by today's standards. And I'm not talking about Confederate statues. I'm more talking about, the Washington, Jefferson statues. People are saying, and, Columbus and these types of things. I believe in getting rid of all the Confederate statues, obviously, because they lost and they're traitors, they're treasonous. These people don't represent America. They represent another country that was at war with America. But when it comes to, Washington, when it comes to Jefferson, when it comes to these people, the reason that they have a statue is not because they own slaves. The reason they have a statue is because of the best thing of them. And the best things about them, starting this great nation, being the founders of this great nation. So my concern is, if we let people, now you don't have to look up to them because they had slaves, that's totally fine. But it is important to recognize what they did in terms of America.
It's important to recognize what they did in their whole totality.
And recognize the fact that they had slavery as well. Absolutely.
I don't know why we're acting like slavery was just some type of industry that everybody partaked in.
Well, it was the people that could afford it. The people that could afford it
but it was still evil. Absolutely. It was still wrong. Like regardless. Like you had guys like Ben Franklin back then who absolutely thought that slavery was atrociously wrong.
Still had slaves.
I don't know if Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin, absolutely.
I don't know.
He did have slaves. Now he was head of the Abolitionist Society in, I think, Philadelphia or something like that. But he also did and he freed his slaves upon his death. But you have to realize,
you researched that?
Yeah, but you have to realize that this is contextual morality. Like, I'm going to say something now, and I want to put people up on game because you're probably going to hear this argument coming out a lot. Free black people during that time had slaves. Now, this argument, there was free black people who had slaves. Now, this argument will come up.
You're never going to make an argument to justify slavery.
Let me just say something. No. I'm trying to prepare people for this argument because they will hear this a lot.
What's the argument, though?
People are saying free black people at that time had slaves, right? So, which is factual. Now, here's the thing. People will say if black people couldn't even realize that this was something that was wrong within that context of time, right? And they still had slavery.
Why are you saying all black people, though?
I didn't say all black people. You said black people.
You said black people.
These black people who had slaves. You're nitpicking.
You're generalizing.
Let me get to the point, then you take it apart. Let me just make the point. Now, this argument will be brought up by people right, who are defending certain monuments, right? What I'm saying to you is at that time, those black people that had slaves most likely were purchasing family members that were in slavery to get them out of slavery.
That is a fact. People would buy their wives.
They would buy their wives. They buy their kids. They buy their parents or whatever like that. So that statistic that
why
will
are you
come
calling them
out.
slaves?
That's not their slaves.
I'm trying to offer a response to a statistic that
You wouldn't
people
buy
will
Greg?
use.
If Greg,
This is going way over your head.
It's not.
It's going so far
You're
over your
just
head.
making a terrible point.
No, you're just going so far here, you're not even realizing that I'm actually making the opposite point. What I'm trying to say is this week, you will see people making the argument, hey, Washington had slaves, but black people also had slaves at the time. People in that time had slaves. What I'm trying to say to you is what I'm trying to say to Brilliant Idiots fans who are understanding this argument right now is that you can say to them, yes, they had slaves, but they were most likely buying family members out of slavery.
Yeah, and they weren't beating them, raping them, and doing all the atrocious things that make slavery atrocious.
That's the argument I'm making. I don't know why you're disagreeing with me. So the argument I'm trying to make. That's
If you would have said it was black people buying slaves and they were putting them in the same conditions that the Washingtons and the Jeffersons were doing, then that would be a better argument. Like what you said made no sense. It was a terrible argument.
It just went over your head.
It just didn't make any sense.
The point that I'm trying to make.
You do understand why slavery is atrocious, right?
Charlamagne, you're missing this so
say it real plain. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This week, people will make justifications for people having slaves at that time by saying, hey, even black people own slaves.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say to you and to anybody who's listening right now is if you hear somebody make that argument, you say, yeah, they own slaves. You know who they were? They're fucking family members that they were buying out of slavery. They were buying people to protect them from the horrors of slavery.
Okay.
So the act
so that's the argument that I'm trying to make.
But why would that be an argument?
Yeah.
It's a counter argument to the argument normalizing slavery at the time.
I haven't heard that argument. The only argument I've heard is the argument that you initially started talking about, which was the Jeffersons and the Washingtons did a lot of good for this country, and that's why they have statues.
Sure.
And people are saying, no, if we're going to have them up, let's put them in a museum and talk about the whole totality of what it is that they did.
Can't get rid of Washington or Jefferson statues.
Listen, Al Sharpton, we had Al Sharpton on the show this morning, and he said that. He said, yo, when it comes to the Confederate shit, get rid of them. Yeah. But Jefferson and Washington, even though they had slaves, they're recognized for being the founding fathers of this country.
And you have to recognize them, especially.
I'm not knocking that.
And I'm glad that I'm glad that Sharpton said that. I think you have to understand, like, Muhammad had slaves, right? The Prophet Muhammad had tons of slaves. Now, should we just stop believing in Islam? Should we take down mosques? You go? That's why I need.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if Muhammad had slaves.
He did have slaves. I
think what we need to talk about is
real quick. I want to make the point. My point is, so if Angela's going to say, "Hey, let's take down Jefferson's statue and let's take down Washington's statue," which she said on CNN, what I need her to have the same energy when it comes to maybe groups that are protected. Right?
That's technically not what she said, though.
Technically, that is what she said. Then she backed off that shit real quick when a person was.
She said we need to teach, which I agree, the whole totality of these people.
Completely agree.
Because America doesn't do that, and that's a fact.
Completely agree.
Even when you use the term slavery, like, okay, you use the term slavery. When you think slavery, you think atrocious, horrible, rape, whatever. But when you talk about what you just said, black people buying back their family members, yes, they were, the technical term, I guess, is slaves, but the conditions were totally different.
And that's why I brought that point
totally
up.
Different.
That's why I brought that point up, because people will try to act like it's not. And people will try to act like, oh yeah, there was just these black slave owners whipping black people.
Which is not true.
Which again, I don't know how they treat, I would assume they treat their family members better. The point I'm trying to make is, I want you to keep the same energy. If you're saying, hey, let's get rid of the Washington statue and let's get rid of the Jefferson statue, okay, well, should we get rid of every mosque because Muhammad had slaves? Have that same energy, Angela. I want to see you say that. I want to see you say, take down mosques because the Prophet Muhammad, who spread this great religion of Islam around the world to 2 billion people, I want you to tell 2 billion people that they can't believe in their prophet.
My thing with the statues...
I dare you to say that shit.
My thing with the statues, when it comes to all the Confederate stuff, is those symbols are causing things to happen. In Charlottesville, They actually went down there because they wanted to take the statue and was like, let's take down this symbol of hate.
I'm all about taking it down.
Let's take down this symbol of hate, put it in the museum, because that's what it needs, American history.
Absolutely.
No need to have it up as a symbol and act like these people were some great people.
Get rid of it.
Fuck all that.
Confederate, adios.
So when you got people coming to protest and say, no, we're going to keep that up, what you're saying is you want to keep up those values of this person. You want to keep up those beliefs of this person. So when you have anti-protesters that come out there to protest against that shit, all it's doing is causing problems. All the Confederate flag does is cause fucking problems.
Get rid of it.
Take that shit down.
Get rid of it. I'm not talking about Confederate. I'm talking about Jefferson and Washington. And you know what is going to happen in the future when we continue this?
Well, let's be clear. Angela only brought that up because of what Trump said. Trump said...
And Trump was right.
Trump said, where does it stop?
Yo, Trump was right, because what happened this week? ESPN... Trump was like, what are we going to do? Take down Confederate? What are we going to take down? Trump goes, right now it's the Confederate statues. What's next? Jefferson and Washington? And then all of a sudden people did start saying, take down Confederate. All of a sudden people did start saying, let's take down Jefferson, Washington. But he was right, because ESPN this week moved a guy named Robert Lee.
But that's based off the Confederacy, though.
Doesn't matter. They removed a guy named Robert Lee from doing a game in Virginia. That is exactly Trump's point. He was 100% right. This is extreme censorship. And this one is a feminist group going to come out and say, hey, we got to take down Martin Luther King statues because he was unfaithful to his wife. Are feminists going to say that? Are we going to allow fucking feminists to come out here and say that Martin Luther King doesn't deserve a statue?
By the way, out of everything you said, that's the best point.
Yeah.
By the way, out of everything you said,
you should have led with that.
Yeah, you should have led with that.
Yeah, you would have been got
out of everything,
I'm over here confused.
That is the best point. But that goes back, and we talked about this in the group chat. It goes. It's like the Cosby thing.
You brought up this is brilliant.
It's like the Cosby thing. It's like we know all the good Bill Cosby has done. It's the same thing Dave Chappelle was trying to express in his stand-up special. We know all the good Bill Cosby has done. Is all of that null and void because of the bad?
Okay, so
same thing with Martin Luther King Jr. I love Martin Luther King Jr., but is everything he's done null and void because he? Why do you think it's false equivalency?
Hold on, real quick, before you.
I just want to know why you think it's false equivalency.
No. Real quick, before Chris responds, and I do want to hear your response, Chris, but I just want to get to the argument which I thought you brought, which is brilliant, which was it's about context. I think that Cosby at the time. And there's evidence to this in a late night interview he did once. Remember, he did a late night interview where he talked about.
No, there's more than that.
He talked about putting the Mickey in a drink. Fly.
You can go to it's a Cosby Show episode. He talked about his special sauce that makes people all freaky. He was a gynecologist whose office was in a basement. Like, come on.
Right. So there were signs. No. So basically, maybe at that time, within the scene that Cosby was in, putting Spanish fly in a girl's drink or putting something in a girl's drink was acceptable, just as slavery during a time was acceptable.
No, I'm going to tell you
Let me just finish the point and then you respond. Maybe it was within that scene acceptable. Now, if within the context of that scene or time, these acts were acceptable, right? And then you live past their acceptance, right?
Yeah.
And continue to do them, that's wrong.
But what do you call acceptable though? Because at the time,
getting a girl drunk, right?
Hold on, at the time, no.
10 years ago,
but that's still illegal. No, it's not. Even when Cosby was doing it, no, it's not.
To Wax's point, a girl having drunk sex. A girl having drunk sex 10, 20 years ago. Chris, don't interrupt us yet.
That's not true.
A girl having drunk sex 20 years ago.
Let me just make true.
Charlamagne, you keep interrupting without allowing us to make the point.
We get it. I get what he's saying.
I would like to make the point clear to everybody listening.
Stop.
A girl having sex 20 years ago.
I know girls who get drunk
that were drunk and having sex 20 years ago was not considered in any way rape culture. Now, if a girl in certain parts of the country, if a girl is under the influence of alcohol, even if the guy is also under the influence of alcohol,
20 years ago,
that can be considered rape culture.
No, wait. Not true. I know a lot of girls who drink. I know a lot of girls who drink, and they say they love having drunk sex. I'm not talking about the person who's ever been raped.
Though, if she says to you,
who said it wasn't consent?
Let's have sex.
I just said drunk. Right now, just a girl being drunk and y'all was drinking together, you're not supposed to have sex with her.
By the way, let's be clear about two things.
Now, before it was okay.
Let's be clear about two things. At one point, slavery was legal, but it was immorally wrong. What Bill Cosby was doing was immorally wrong, and it was illegal.
Who defines morals?
Nobody ever what do you mean? Who defines morals?
Because slavery has been accepted in every religion. I just want to point that out. God was okay with slavery. The God that all these people look up to was okay with it.
What do you mean God was okay with slavery?
Jews, Christians, and Muslims all had slaves.
And this is where I
of all colors.
And this is where I pumped the brakes on religion because I refuse to believe God was okay with people getting raped, murdered, kids getting killed. Like, no. Like, I don't care what religion. I don't care if it's Islam, Christianity, Baptist. If anybody tried to tell me God was okay with slavery, I'm going to say you're out your fucking mind. Like, period.
Yeah,
God has, if you read the Christian Bible, if you read Old and New Testament, there are pieces in there that justify slavery.
Yeah, because the slave master wrote it. What do you mean? The slave master wrote that shit.
I understand. But look. All I'm saying is, I agree with you completely about that. All I'm saying is, within the context of these times,
where y'all get that from? A slave master wrote that.
Oh my God! All right,
but
you saw Birth of a Nation, and I took you to see Birth of a Nation.
What that mean?
I took you to see Birth of a Nation.
You're reading too much into it. That's
God, I hate religious.
So when Nate Parker was,
Wax is a religious fanatic. Wax swear.
It's not about religion.
Wax is the guy that will sacrifice shit all week.
I do,
and be like, he'll sin all week and be like, but I don't smoke weed on Sunday. I hate that shit. I hate it.
Oh my God!
When you're watching Birth of a Nation and Nate Parker was reading those Bible scriptures to the slaves, you were looking at that like, hey man, that Bible got a point.
No, it's something about the Bible. Just like you say, you felt condemned when you sit there and was trying to not to smash the girls.
That was me and my spirit.
Because
ain't no scriptures, no nothing.
Those words would have made you have the strength.
Why you have sex before marriage?
Listen,
why do you run through all these girls?
That's why.
Why do you beat people up? Why you not married to the mother of your child? Stop this shit.
Whoa.
Stop all this bullshit. We gotta stop this, man.
Wait. What you mean? It's reasons because of everything.
Why do you eat pork? Deuteronomy 14:8 says, "Don't touch the flesh of a dead pig."
New Testament, you're good. New Testament, you're good. He's a Christian.
How's the New Testament?
He's a Christian.
God came back to write another version.
God came back 3 times.
God got Diddy to do the remix.
Hell yeah!
Who remixed the New Testament? Who did the New Testament?
You gotta drop the new.
You understand? The reason why I don't smoke weed on Sunday because I sit there and give something back to God that I know I love to do the most.
God don't want that.
You don't know what God wants.
You know what? Wax sins all week, but he don't smoke that weed on Sunday.
What I do sin? What I sin on Sunday? I mean, all week.
Sex before marriage.
Well, I'm chilling.
Cursing,
I'm trying. I
eating
don't curse
pork.
like that.
Jesus died for your sins,
What are you
bro.
talking about? How you did not sin?
Understand? I'm
not
trying to get better.
No, so
that is
check
the
it
reason
out.
why I do go to church.
Here's the
because
thing.
the church is basically a hospital. Would you understand? The only reason why you go to the hospital is when you know when you fucked up. I know I'm fucked up, so I go to the altar and
you know
go
what's so
talk
funny
to
about the Bible? This
You
is
know
so
what I'm
funny
saying?
about
Let me
the
hear
Bible.
it.
Somebody
Let me
Google
hear
this
it.
scripture.
hear it.
In the Bible, it says God can't be found in a man-made temple. But they go to a man-made temple. I repent, forgive, I'm forgiven.
No. It's anointing in the blood. It's something
you know what that
feel.
is?
If you don't believe it, you're not going to feel it.
God's inside of you.
I know what I
can
feel.
believe in this bottle.
No, but God's
That don't
inside
mean
of you.
anything.
Do you feel it though? I can tell you right now some words right now that make your fucking eyes water.
Wax, you going to hell. Based off everything you've done in this life.
Tell me the words. Listen, I can tell you some words that make something in your body fucking move.
Tell me
and
some
those
words.
in the
Tell me words.
I want to know right now, but I'm saying there is some words there is some words I can sit there and say to you that can make fucking your body move.
You know why they make
you understand what I'm saying?
You know
I can frighten you by eyes and fucking saying words to you.
You know why you feel like that?
How?
Because you know you've committed a lot of sins and you're still committing a lot of sins.
He's not listening to me. He's not listening.
Let me explain one thing.
I'm trying to tell you how powerful the words is when you speak it. When they anoint it in the Bible.
Let me say one thing.
You can be spiritually shamed just like you can be fat shamed.
I feel condemned when I do certain things. That's why I don't do certain things. My moral is there. What things did I used to sit there and think I do unmorally?
You have sex before marriage. The Bible says you should not do that.
That's why I go to the hospital. That's why I go to the church. And that's what reason why I go to the
fucks girls in the church.
No. Let's explain.
Then he fuck girls in the church. This shit is like you don't realize how religion. You don't realize
fuck the girls in the church.
You don't realize how religion can be such bullshit.
Listen.
I don't smash the girls in the church. Who told you this?
I'll say this one thing.
What are you talking about?
Let me say this one thing.
Jesus Christ.
Let me just get one point out. So God created man, at least according to religion, right? In my understandings of it.
Yes.
God created man
first,
born to sin, right? So we are born with the inclination to have sex before marriage. We're born with the inclination to beat people up. We're born with the inclination to steal. We're born with the inclination to kill even, right? We're born with these things already inside us. We go and we're supposed to go and look to God to give us help to not do these things, even though God knows that we're going to do them. And that's why God forgives us. He forgives us because he made us with all these sins inside of us. But what we do is aspire to be a person that we're made into not being, if that makes sense.
Do you believe God created man in his image according to his likeness, like Genesis 1:26 says?
Yes.
I wasn't raised religious, so regardless of what I believe God's image is or not.
We're supposed to read the word, and that's your guidance through life.
But here,
you know what I'm saying?
How many times?
Real quick, I just want to make one point. I just want to make one point. So my point about this, regardless if you believe in God or not, right? Let's just say you don't believe in God. But let's say, for example, believing in Christianity or Islam or Judaism or any of these religions, let's say that believing and living that life actually gave you a more fulfilled and happy existence.
Absolutely.
Can you blame somebody for gravitating
those words
to
will get into you. It's going to make you become who you are.
It's undeniable that being a Christian, it's undeniable that following Christian values outside of maybe some homophobia and maybe transphobia, but following these values, Christianity or Islam,
and eating pork.
But you can fuck up on those.
Meditating in the word day and night. Listen, meditating in the word day and night is not going to have you like that.
If you talk
I need to. If I read more, I'll be more into the word.
Watch
more into the world.
Watch this.
I'm more into the world right now. That's why I probably do sex before marriage and everything. Let me hear it.
You think gay people going to hell?
Listen. I'm not judging.
You see what I'm saying?
That's up to God. I'm not going to judge nothing.
Yeah.
The God,
now you don't judge nothing.
I'm
okay.
not.
Now it's up to God.
Listen,
all right.
It's up to God. I'm not going to judge nothing.
Okay.
I'm not going to certain things that I probably did in my life. And I'm probably praying. I don't know. I probably already going to hell. I don't know.
Gay people,
but I'm going to continue to still try to be right regardless of what.
First of all, gay people are not going to hell.
All religion does.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But
I have nothing to do with that.
If your
I
every
encourage you to
sin
read
is
that
judged,
anointed word and get you where you need to be.
We all
and I will stop having sex before marriage.
Every sin,
I will stop all this other stuff.
Every sin is judged the same.
So
your sex before marriage would be judged the same way as homosexuality.
I said that.
But here's the problem I have with the Bible. Who says homosexuality is a sin other than the Bible?
They don't say it's a sin.
Yes, they do. They say it's an abomination.
It
says it's an abomination.
No, in Leviticus,
they say it's an abomination.
Can I say it? In Leviticus, this is in Old Testament. So this is a Jew's first thing. You have to understand, Old Testament is obsessed with cleanliness. Everything in Old Testament, if you actually read it, cleaning your body. Don't be with a woman a week after her period. Don't touch anything. Make sure you clean yourself before you go in the temple.
You read that, putting that in the
real talk. It says man should not lay with another man. Right?
It's an abomination.
Just listen.
That's the scripture, though.
No. From what I read in Old Testament, it just says man should not lay with another. Man should not lay with his cousins. All the kind of shit. Yeah. I think, to be honest with you, that has more to do with cleanliness than it has to do with homophobia. And then over
do you think it's okay to lay with your cousin?
Let me finish the point. I think it has to do with cleanliness and less to do with homophobia, and over time it has been turned into homophobia. But I literally think this is back at a time where there's no toilet paper, no soap, there's no paper towels or anything to wipe your ass. You're in the desert, you're sweaty, and you got shit all over your butthole, and you're having sex in buttholes. I think there's bacteria and dirt there, and at that time, that could lead to death. Everything in religion back at that time was trying to keep you alive. I think it's been transformed into homophobia, but I think literally you have some Jews in a desert going, yo, people keep butt fucking, because it says don't put your dick in a woman's butt. It says don't put your dick in a woman's butt too. It also says that. So it says that. So I think it's like, hey, how do we not die? Let's stay away from bacteria.
When you get around the girl, do you feel the same way when you get around the guy? Do you feel the same way when you get around the guy?
First of all, let's talk about
you don't have the same feelings.
Let's talk about these scriptures. Let's talk about these.
Do you?
Can we talk about these scriptures that y'all just got totally wrong?
Yeah.
Leviticus 18:22. You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. Like I told y'all. If a man lies with a male as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
Right,
they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
That's the reason why I do go to the hospital. That's the reason why I go to church.
And all kind of
that's the reason why I do go.
That's why I always go back and I say, why do we say homosexuality is a sin? You can't put homosexual on the level of murder and rape. If two people love each other, that's not a sin. This is clearly two homophobic people who wrote these scriptures.
Don't lie with a man as you lie with a woman, right?
It is an abomination.
You have sex with women when you lie with them. When you have sex with men back in the day, before there's soap and before there's toilet paper and before there's any way to clearly wash your asshole, you get a lot of bacteria.
So why should you be put to death for it then?
Because they're trying to keep you alive. Everything in the book is about keeping you alive.
All right, I'm gone.
Son,
if you get some shit in your dick, you might die.
If you read
that is Leviticus 18:22.
I know, I'm aware of it. Also in Leviticus, it says, "Thou shalt not kill, and if one does kill them." Yes, there's hypocrisy in the fucking Bible. It says you're not supposed to kill, and the second someone does kill, you kill that person.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The way you hacked the first Leviticus chapter, I can't even quote you on that one. I don't even know what you're talking about. And the first mention of homosexuality in the Bible is in Genesis 19:1-13, and that's when the two guys of Sodom attempted a homosexual rape of two messengers, and that's why they said God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, and where the term sodomy even derives from. So clearly in the Bible, they think that homophobia is a sin. I don't think it's a sin when two people love each other.
Well, no. In the Sodom and Gomorrah story, if you actually read it, the rape was used as a term of punishment. What they wanted to do is they wanted the angels that were with, what was the guy's name who was there? Mot or Sot? I forget exactly the guy's name. Lot. I think Lot had angels with him, and Lot was like, yo, I'm not going to give you my angels, but I'll give you my daughters. You could have my daughters. He literally gave up his daughters, and they're like, nah, we don't want the daughters. We want the angels, and if you don't give us the angels, we raping everybody out here. And they were doing it as a way of punishment. It was an act of violence. It wasn't an act of love. So you have to get into these stories.
Everybody knows that God wanted to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because he felt like it was wicked things going on there.
Yeah,
and one of those main wicked things that they talk about is homosexuality. That's where the term sodomy derives from.
It's not the nature.
That is a fact.
This is what happens.
You need to stop reading stuff without talking to Pastor Carl.
The Bible.
No, you need to
stop. What happens when people don't read the Bible? What you're doing is
your own understanding. What
you're doing is you're listening to what other people have told you about the Bible instead of reading it yourself. If you read it yourself, you'll get the actual story. They wanted the angels. They wouldn't give them the angel. Lot wouldn't give them the angels, so they said, yo, we butt fucking everybody if you don't give them the angels. Now, because they were going to butt fuck everybody, what's it called? God came down and smited them.
Yeah.
But it's about angels. It wasn't because they were just butt fucking all willy-nilly in Sodom and Gomorrah. That wasn't what it was about. According
to the Bible, I'm not even going to say according to the Bible. According to man's interpretation of the Bible, that is one of the scriptures they use to say homosexuality is wrong, along with Leviticus 18:22.
It's misinterpreted. It's trying to steal angels is wrong. That's what's wrong. That's why you get killed by God if you try to steal angels.
All I know is this. I don't think homosexuality is a sin. I don't think that we should even talk about it on the same level as murder and rape and whatever else.
If somebody take it away from you, you don't want it.
I think that Wax is homophobic.
I'm not homophobic. I listen. I know a lot of gay guys. I walk past. I say what's up and cool.
I walk past gay guys.
We cool. You're gonna have a problem with them.
I think Andrew knows.
Listen, stop saying that.
I'm a vegetarian. I walk past vegetables.
I think Andrew knows the Quran better than he knows the Bible, which is startling. And I think that y'all got a great Brilliant Idiots podcast. We covered all bases.
We did go in today.
Race. All right. This is what we're about, baby.
Hey. Stop saying I'm homophobic because I'm not.
The 3 R's, bro. That's what we do here.
He told me to stop saying he's homophobic.
Rape, religion,
because
race.
It's not. You stop saying I'm a rapist and stop saying I'm homophobic.
This is what I'm going to do.
I know a lot of gay guys. I'm cool with them. Like, what's up?
Right.
Yeah, but you ain't going to suck their dick.
See, that's bullshit. Why? What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's the only way to truly not be gay, Wax.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the fucking problem.
This is what I'm going to do.
That's the problem.
I'm going to stop saying Wax is homophobic, and I'm going to just let y'all come to your own conclusions and own decisions every week. Yeah. And y'all can leave the comments in the SoundCloud page. Y'all can tweet him. What's your Twitter?
I ain't got no Twitter.
At Wax King, WaxKyng. Yeah. If you think he's homophobic, just leave a bunch of eggplants in all his comments.
Real talk.
That's all. That's it. Just leave a bunch of eggplants. You don't even have to say he's homophobic. Just leave the eggplant.
Let me say, do you spell your last name Kyng? Is the KY for the jelly that you're going to use when you fuck all these gay guys?
That was corny. But y'all chill out, man. I'll chill out. I don't have no problem with them. Just don't try to smash me.
Nobody wants to fuck. Okay.
Shut up. You just now told me 4 people.
They should. I'm saying that they should.
You be doing that shit.
I just want them to lay on your chest.
Be like, yo, I got somebody for you.
What is that deadly sin? Is it ego? Not ego. It's something when you're too full of yourself.
Gluttony. No. Ego.
But there's a better word for it. One of the 7 deadly sins is when you really care about yourself.
Arrogance?
It's like arrogance, another way of saying
Me? I don't even know what that means.
What is it? No, it's better. Basically, there's one of them. We can't remember it right now, but that's what you're suffering from. You think every gay guy wants to fuck you.
That's not
they ain't
true.
Trying to fuck
that's
you,
not
bro.
true. I even talk to gay guys that I know that try to holler at me, but I know he's gay when I first met him. I'm like, that's just him. I ain't paying no attention to him. Even the guy that tried to hit on me in LA. If I see him, I'm like, yo, what's up?
I think Wax really want to be tried, man. I am convinced.
How you going to sit there and say
I can't.
four
Who is
stories of me? Hold on. And even fucking
Yo, that's
Chris.
true. Yo, you're paranoid.
This is weird, bro. Wax gonna be honest, this is weird.
Chris got me in a room by myself with his ass. He started trying to hit on me.
This is weird. This is weird.
Wax, this is going on, yo?
Wax, this is weird that you think every man wants to hit on you.
That's not true. I don't think every man want to hit on me.
Yo, man, I can't wait till somebody finesse you out your Timberlands, but I cannot wait. I can't wait until the man finesses you out of your goddamn Timberlands. I can't wait.
Ain't enough game in the world, bro.
Yeah, somebody got it. Somebody out there right now growing. Somebody out there right now growing a different. Somebody out there growing. Is somebody out there right now growing a different grade of kush? Like, I know what he like.
Yeah,
I know what he like.
He said, "Ain't enough game in the world." That sounds to me like a challenge, bro. That's a challenge, yo.
Challenge.
Put the challenge out there.
Challenge.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Challenge.
Yo, come to the studio. Listen, if you're a gay dude and you think you can finesse Wax out his Timberlands, we want you to hit us up.
You know what that's doing?
I'm sick of
You know
this
what y'all
shit.
doing right now? Y'all basically saying, you know what? If you see a Muslim, put some pork into his rice and stir it up in there and then take it out.
What the
That's
fuck are you
fucked up.
talking about?
We didn't say come rape him, yo.
Yo, he been around you too long. The fact that you even attempted a Muslim analogy just now.
Wait. They don't like pork. So that's what I'm saying. That's like my fault. That's like sit there saying put some pork in their food and you know they don't like it. Don't do that to me. Why are you telling gay guys to come see me and I don't like it?
Can I make that analogy right for you?
I've had enough. I can't take
this
no more of this show this
This
week.
is what the analogy would be. The analogy in that case would be, hey, the best chef in the world, make a pork that tastes and smells so delicious that you could present it to a Jew or Muslim and tell them it was pork, and then they would still eat it.
No,
what we're doing is having a homosexual come in and say he's gay and try to kick that game to you until you take off them Tims.
And I'm saying I don't want that. And that Muslim don't want pork.
Yeah, but you cannot eat it, and he cannot eat it. You both cannot eat the dick. We're saying that maybe the dick would be braised so deliciously that you would want to have just
This
a
shit
little
is gonna
bite.
be like
I'm
like
good.
somebody trying to
But
pick
chill
up
out,
Thor's
man.
hammer. That's what this shit is gonna be like.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
chill
find
out.
me
Yeah,
a gay
chill out.
man
Chill out.
that can pick up Wax's hammer. God
Yo,
damn it!
son.
All right. We gonna find us. Listen,
listen,
all of our
y'all
LGBT
chill out.
listeners,
Just
all
chill
the gay
out.
community that rock with the Brilliant Idiots. If you think you got what it takes to finesse Wax out of his Timberland, to pick up Wax's hammer, hit us up on SoundCloud
Don't do
right
that, yo.
now. Hit us up on
'Cause I'm
Twitter.
chilling.
Hit
I
us
don't
up
want
on
no
Instagram.
problems.
I am sick of this shit. We gonna get to the bottom of this goddamn homophobia that Wax
Dead
has.
I play you in basketball and all that, but I'm just not trying to
Oh,
do
you
nothing.
want to play butt
Oh, you
naked
wanna
basketball?
post up?
Now it's
Now
butt
you want to
naked
post
pass.
up.
Who said-
You wanna
Now
post
you
up?
want to post up with somebody.
Oh, shit,
Yo, this
okay.
is getting better and better.
Yo,
All
what's
right.
wrong with you?
Loving basketball. We're gonna play some little button basketball, goddammit. Button basketball.
But what does the winner get?
Whoa! You gonna play me for my fart? On Loving Basketball, tonight I wanted to play for her heart. We're gonna play for your fart.
Let's
Wax.
do it.
It's going down.
You got to play for your
Goddamn it.
fart hole.
It's not happening, man. Y'all
We're
just
playing
chill
for
out.
fart holes. You're cool with it?
Listen, I'm
Challenge
not
on.
homophobic. Y'all just chill out.
Challenge
I
on.
don't like that.
Yo, one-on-one
Come
for your
on.
fart hole. John Amici, you need to come out of retirement and make it happen, bro. You need to,
I don't
you need
like
to
that.
bust
That's
wax
like
one-on-one
somebody,
and then
I get
bust wax
aggravated when
ass.
people be sitting there trying to hand me weed on Sunday. I'm like, yo, I don't smoke weed on Sunday. And they keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yo, chill out. I'm going to start
God
getting
damn, your
agitated,
analogies
man.
are trash.
My
Jesus
analogies
Christ.
are dope.
Lord have mercy.
Bro,
What
this
the
is new
fuck?
for him.
This is dope.
He's trying to be
Y'all
smart
like
today.
that shit?
Yo.
Listen, man, as always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're brilliant,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast, you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, especially